Yeah, he looks interesting.
He said he about to beat his high noon.
Alright, let's see. What's my challenges for this?
I really don't understand how I keep
Now,
this
who's gonna
course
watch
going
this
for so
core?
damn long.
Kill core
When you
observer.
practice as long as you did, you just
Order
never
bunker
escaped
to
the
how?
simulation,
You
as you said
know,
yourself.
you are definitely correct. I don't know why I was saying this in my own explanation of why I'm able to do this for so damn long.
I'm just saying, man, sometimes simulation, it feels like it gets to your head, doesn't it?
Every single day I'd be like, can I get to the simulation? Can I get out of the simulation? Can I mess with the simulation? Turns out, sometimes I can.
It's gonna be more likely over
But why
here.
would you keep coming back if you can, though?
I said I could mess with it. I said I can get out. The simulation still got its hold on me.
Oh.
I have yet to be able to unlock the full course of the Taco Bell defense mechanism or whatever the fuck I said earlier.
The simulation got to his head.
Simulation fucked up my brain. They got inside the room. They got past adamantium nails. Gosh dang.
Don't worry, though. You can fight him off real quickly, though. Real easily.
Using my simulated battle arms. Activating machine gun turret.
His adamantium machine gun turrets. Sounded very close to a lawnmower.
No, oh, Taco Bell's coming up.
Yeah, it came out real good.
Oh, that wasn't the right version of the simulation I was trying to escape. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, oh God. Help. Simulation.
Did you have Taco Bell before this?
Let's just say I had something worse.
Oh, he had
White
Chipotle.
Castle.
Oh, brother.
That's right. I had a slider in the slit right through the bumhole.
Now, is that another way to get out of the simulation, or is that not effective?
That is not effective at all. That's just a stupid decision. Keeps you in the simulation long.
So don't trust the ads? Gotcha.
Never trust the ads. The backtracks your Taco Bell resilience by building up a tolerance to the White Castle. The White Castle don't do shit. It's not easy. You might as well keep on going for the day.
Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay.
Yep. Make sure you keep that focus. If you ever lose that focus, you're gonna be down.
So Taco Bell is the only way.
The only solution that can get you out of simulation. There may be other ones, but right now the main and the only way to get out of Taco Bell. Make sure you are ready. Make sure you focus. Make sure you bump hold.
Now, what if you have Taco Bell and Chipotle? Have you tried that yet?
If you try Chipotle and Taco Bell, we activate the implode.
Shit.
I had Taco Bell. Taco Bell get down to the big tip. That's right.
See, that makes a lot more sense.
We don't know about the gas blast, but there's a possibility that the combination of the two could actually mess up the simulation and blast you out of here quicker. It's not really sure. We haven't really had anybody brave enough to test that, so if you'd like to come forth, stand your butthole firm and make sure you can make it out of here and fly off.
So,
Butthole firmly dressed into some shit.
If you haven't built any tolerance and you go out this blindfolded, the chance of a survivability is about 0 to none, isn't it?
No, the chance of survivability is 3.
3, okay. Well, 3 is better than 0. Alright, sign me up, Papa.
You're damn right. Oh, sorry, I meant -3.
Oh, -3? Still better than 0? It's just way worse than 0.
Exactly. It's not that you won't have a chance to win. It's actually going to make it worse than everybody else.
Alright, fine. Well then, I'll just sit in the corner over here.
Too late.
It's not. Oh god. Oh goodness, it's not working. Oh, No, I think you're. Oh,
Now we're dead. I
are we in
mean,
the afterlife?
unalive. We're in the simulation.
Oh crap! How far
Not a,
back did we go?
not a simulation. Oh God, what do we do?
Wait,
don't
has anyone
know.
ever escaped from this?
I've never been this far in. I don't know.
Oh no! What do you mean you don't know? You've never once tried this before? Oh, you did say that earlier.
It's oh God. What do we do?
Wait, hold on. I got an idea. What if, now just hold on, what if we reverse eat it? What if we eat our, maybe that's how we get back, is we have to consume.
So
Now, listen to me carefully. It's gonna be gross. I'm thinking we throw it up. Instead of shitting it out, we throw it up. Maybe it reverts back time.
Wait, but it can't reverse it. It already came out the poop hole.
But we gotta,
means
no, that's why I said we consume it.
we gotta eat the dude.
We eat the dookie, throw up the dookie, go back in time.
Get a straw.
Alright. 3.
Well, that was quick. Nasty.
Did it work?
Don't think it did.
I think that just went
Wait,
sideways.
wait, I feel something. I feel
Oh, me too. Oh God. Did it work?
Wait, Fox, is that you?
I think we see Fox.
I think we're back in the simulation.
Okay, wait, so if we got out of the simulation, and we're in this simulation, wait, does that mean we can go even further back? I don't know if I want to try that. I'm gonna be honest, boss.
I don't think it's gonna work twice. They probably already patched it.
Why does the devs have to patch such things?
No.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. Oh God, it's coming.
Still having repercussions. I think I'm
Yep.
bouncing back between simulation and simulation. I know.
Uh-oh. Did he not? Uh-oh. Fox? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Wait a minute. I think I'm out. Guys, I'm out. I'm out of the... I'm back in.
Shit. How did he...
I woke up and somebody hit me with that and put me back in the simulation.
Wait, hold on. Someone hit you physically with a bat.
Put me back in the simulation. I did
But
not. I was not out long enough to know. I'm not sure how to get out if I still hit the glitch. Let's
that's what I
re-glitch.
mean. Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's someone there, then that would imply that there is life, meaning that other people have escaped. We have a chance.
Wait. That doesn't mean it's up escaped. He could have been one of the creators of the simulation. That's why he knew I was waking up.
Oh, wait, so when you got out, he was right there standing over you. I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I couldn't see his face. It was so dark.
Oh, well, that was fun. Well, wait, well, hold on. We can still go out, though. He can't hit all of us at once, can he?
Actually, I don't know if it's just one. What if it's a ton?
If it's a ton, we will have to get more people. We're gonna have to convince a lot more people there.
Hey, what if they're clones? What if they're actually us that's hitting us back to sleep?
You're saying our own conscience is hitting our own conscience back to the simulation?
That's what a simulation inside of a simulation would do to a simulation.
Well, fuck, then are we not... Wait, does that mean we're not simulated enough to similize?
Wait, does that mean that we're not out of the No, it makes sense. Because
yes, exactly.
Simulation, trying to simulate simulation, getting stuck in the simulation. But if we
exactly.
simulate an escape point, simulation, we can escape!
We can escape! Oh, my friend, you have done it.
How do we go about doing that?
Well, we did find out that if we consume our own to-do, then we can go back and reverse in time.
But that only gets us out of the simulation, not the simulation.
Right, but not the simulation. But at the same time, though, you saw for a brief second you were out of the simulation, and then you got bumped in the middle.
Out of the simulation, and then I got knocked in it. You know, No, there's a possibility I might have been hit hard enough to where I'm dead if I get out of the simulation. I might want to stay in here. I think my brain is misreading. Cause
That's fair.
that hit was pretty hard, and my brain may just rush.
But what if they only want us to think it's mush?
You are on to something.
I'm just saying. Saying.
Yes.
But how are we gonna be able?
Endless.
How are we gonna be able to consume so much doo-doo that we do not also? We have to build our own tolerance to our own doo-doo. Oh, that's gonna take a while.
No. Instead, we eat other people's doo-doo.
Oh, my friend, you've done it. Now we just need to convince multiple people to excrement themselves on the floor, so that
now.
way we can.
Wow, bro, just wow.
Damn, you killed me out of character.
Just told me without any remorse.
Actually made me question my character. I'm sorry. Like, just the immediate box now. Okay, I'm back. Okay, breathe. Just breathe in.
What the fuck?
Oh, just the fact that it was without hesitation, Fox now. I'm crying. Fox now. I like how us two find that absolutely hilarious. And Fox is like, please, I'm playing Borderlands 4.
Not really think of that, but it's like, wow, that joke just really sit them way off the rails.
Last question: how long have you been recording this? I want to watch the simulation back later.
12 minutes, it says.
I'm definitely gonna watch the simulation back later and watch for specifically that point. Fox, now.
That was no hesitation, Fox. Now, like, no, he was right there, ready. Popped it.
Spoon
like
in hand, bowl available.
Spoon in hand, bowl. He's like an ice cream dispenser. God, too bad laughing can't get us out of the simulation.
I would have been out of the simulation long
ago. Yeah, I believe it.
Just saying. But how are we gonna be able? We're gonna be able to consume so much to do that we do not. Also, we have to build our own tolerance to our own to do. Oh, that's gonna take a while. No. Okay. We eat other people's to do. Oh, my friend, you've done it. Now we just need to convince multiple people to excrement themselves in the box. Now.
Just so blunt and straightforward. Fox now. It's like you immediately turned to him, just Fox now. Not sorry, Fox, but at the same time, kind of sorry. You understand, right? Content.
No mercy whatsoever.
What we need.
Fox. Fox now. It's like the light bulb struck in his head immediately. He was just like, Fox now.
We're getting out, Fox. We're getting out.
Just let us consume your doo-doo. Again, I like how Shaddix and I are laughing our asses off, and she's over here like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, man. That was great.
Ooh. There are plenty of ideas to be had. Release it. Release to us your doo-doo. My bowl and spoon are ready.
I screamed at Spencer.
Do you deny our freedom? Open your butthole and release your
What? I ain't gonna lie, that even took me off.
Open thy butt, spread thy butt cheeks.
Legs
thy butt
open,
cheeks.
cheeks
I must
parted.
escape from the simulation.
I must escape.
Legs
Didn't argue
open,
mine.
cheeks parted, doo-doo released, bowl equipped,
Spoon equipped. A main hand offhand.
Wax still waxed
open.
off.
Now
Doo-doo ingested.
tongue crispy.
Tongue brown.
That's nasty.
Not nasty enough. Uh-oh. There's dogs.
Oh, shit.
Bow wow wow.
You know, I wasn't saying that just to be funny, but
Oh, well, you saying rough bow wow made
Oh,
me
that was
uncontrollably sneeze.
oh, it's just over here somewhere. Move to the nearest one, see where that takes.
Well,
I'm
off tomorrow, but I gotta get up early because I'm going to my grandfather's house.
I get
Alright,
that.
man.
Good luck with the simulation.
Fuck, you know what you're
Give us a bowl and you'll find a
supposed to
simulation.
do.
Do-do-do.
Oh, that was fun today.
Did he leave? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't tell because I'm on PC. Yeah. And see, look at that. You didn't want me to join in, and here I joined.
Nah, I didn't mind you joining. I just want you to just, keep it at a minimum this time around. But luckily, the volume was good because it was playing the game, I guess, it didn't need to be taken too serious, I guess.
Yeah, I'll have to admit that there are times where I don't know people, and I don't play with Shaddix that often. Shaddix is... I mean, as you hear, he is psychotic, so I thought the room was fine, but if it comes down to certain serious things, that's fire. That's
Yeah.
very fair. Like I said, it's not like I haven't muted you guys when you guys went shush
Yeah,
either.
I think, on all honestly though, we all could be cool with one another. I think it's just what it is. It was just for lack of communication.
Well, and again, like, I get it. If you're playing a game that requires you to be serious, then by all means, mute me. Or to be like, hey, yo, kind of focus on something. Can you cool it down? Be like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I did told him that, like, basically when you're not having these kind of moments, and if it's like on some down to earth kind of stuff, like, you're definitely one of the more cool and mature ones to deal with.
Yeah, well, and again, like I said, if there is something that's wrong or something that annoys people, I do have the tendency to just zip it. Like, I'm not going to be like, how dare you tell me to shut up? More like, okay, yeah, all right, oh, that's fair, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like any of the other kids that are going to say, what do you mean I can't speak?
Right.
You just don't let me in here. Like, huh? What?
Yeah.
I like how half your stream is just us laughing about getting out of the simulation of shitting. That should not have lasted as long as it did, but I'm glad it did.
Right.
No one's in chat. That's kind of impressive, not gonna lie. And are you gonna do your retro idea this weekend during the beta weekend, or are you gonna want to wait for another weekend?
I'm gonna do it this weekend, but I won't do it like, what is that, like a very long playthrough of it, basically.
Right, and that's fair. Because, I mean, to be fair, it's going to be just straight up survival from farm from BO2, so it won't be just anything crazy, but I feel like it would be great to be able to do, because I know what I'm going to do for me is I'll stream it and do round 30 weapon challenges. Just start with the base weapon, and then whatever weapon that I see in there, I'll just get it to round 30, and then that'll be just the challenge, or see how far I can go,
Right.
and then tally it up. Because that way, then it can keep the content going until the 8th, and then if something major happens, like they decide to add another weapon or something new in there, then you'll have the idea of what's to come.
Right.
At least that's how I view it. Oh look, there's mods.
Oh, there it is. Greetings, Earthlings. What's up, no one? Okay, so it's definitely not over there. I wanted to gander and say it's probably gonna be over here.
I can only hope that by looking back on the circumstances of my arrival, I might find some clue that will lead to my escape. It started, as these mysteries so often do, with a vault. I can only hope it will end differently.
Is this lobby open? Yeah, it is.
No one has Borderlands 4?
Not everybody, apparently.
No, I asked if no one, as in the guy. Man, his name's gonna get real confusing in a few years.
Man. You said story mode? No, this is endgame content.
You know, it's funny. No one was watching. There was another person that was streaming zombies yesterday, I think it was. Kind of caught me off guard because I don't know the guy. I don't remember the guy's name. But there was another one that I saw. I was like, huh, he's also playing zombies. I wonder. And before I could say anything, he disappeared. Like, oh, okay, cool. Never mind. I'll be quiet. I didn't see none. Fuck, I'm so excited. I want BO7 to show up quickly. Please, quick and in a hurry. I really do. I don't want to go back to watching anime. That was a bad idea. Binge watch. So Crusaders gave me a list of anime I should watch, and I watched the entire list, binge watching it all. And I said, man, this was great. On to this one. Man, this is great. On to this one. And it got to the point where he was like, you know, I understand that you're binge watching him. He's like, you gonna watch every single one of them? I said, might as well. I'm waiting for BO7 or BO6 to happen.
I'll tell you.
Like, I got nothing more to do. Just waiting on to happen.
What was I about to say? Shoot, I was trying to contact him on Discord on PlayStation. I ain't got nothing back from him, but I wanted to see if he wanted to do something like, I don't know, Scare Rituals or Modern Warfare 3 Zombies.
I finally just got to answer to him today
Oh,
because
really?
he's been working. He's been working.
Right. That's true.
So when he works, his scheduling is all over the place from my understanding. So he can't exactly just answer. Because even I've said, like, hey, man, hopefully I'm not bothering you, but, you know, are you doing all right? How you doing? He says, oh, I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, cool. So I assume you're doing fine. You're doing alive. He said that his scheduling is all over the place, so he has to figure out time to answer when he can answer, play the games, talk to the people. Like, I get that.
Right.
Yeah, he's not purposely ignoring everyone unless you've actually pissed him off, which he doesn't have anyone that's really pissed him off, just annoying him.
Yeah, I don't think me and him on bad terms as far as I know.
No, I don't think so either. If that was the case, then he wouldn't be joining the parties from time to time.
Sure. It's just he just
now,
moves
the
a lot
people being
different.
in it,
Yeah,
well,
true.
and that's the thing, is if you get certain kids in here, or some people, I'm not saying who, because even I don't know, but if there are certain people in the party chat, he will not join unless I'm in there, or if Unit's in here.
Fair
But
enough.
Unit won't join unless I'm in here, because Unit's also in that same boat. But, you know, give it another few more months, and I'm sure people will be more chillaxed, more relaxed, more calmed down. More willing to join the dark side.
Fair enough.
But with Skirt Ritual, yeah, I mean, maybe not this weekend, but probably try it next weekend or the weekend. We'll already know what annoying kids.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Oh, there was a new LMG? Oh, I didn't
He
realize.
said those UK
Two
ones
new
different.
LMGs. Those UK ones? Huh?
Let's talk about the British kids.
Might be. I know from my understanding it might be someone in the Games and Chills chat. Or a couple people in the Games and Chills chat. He's like, I'm good. I won't go down. Okay. Yeah, the British children. Yeah, those. Now I remember who you're talking about. Those ones are. They're there.
Oh yes, I think I may just potentially found our mystery imposter after all.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it the one that we booted out earlier?
So, what was I about to say? So I talked to TJ, and TJ, according to him, told me that basically Duke told him that it was him and I guess Anthony. I'm not sure how deep that rabbit hole goes between him and Anthony, but as far as I know, I guess Duke was the one that was the person that KJ probably done it at a certain point. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm guessing even after a while, when KJ stopped, Duke kept going by imposing as him as well.
Ah. that would make sense.
And I think what gave it away too is because I think in one of the what's it? In one of the accounts that he was that he duplicated or was impersonated with, I think I heard his laugh particularly. Like I recognize how he laughs, stuff like that. So I think that was probably a dead giveaway.
Might be.
TJ spoke to me in VC earlier. Yeah, he spoke to me in Snapchat. That's the only reason why
Am I using it to try adding him? So it might not be TJ then? Is that what we're implying?
No.
Boss?
No. TJ ain't got nothing to do with this.
Oh, gotcha.
Me and TJ cool as well, so that I can say for sure.
See, and then from one of my sources, it sounded like it was Xavier, who the one that we removed earlier was also upsetty spaghetti and wanted to start causing problems as well, making multiple accounts. But again, like I feel like we can't exactly pinpoint who, but I feel like it's a bunch of people, or at least a group of people that are on a very similar idea.
But the question is, though, who's the one that's really starting it all? I part of me want to say it's Duke, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Duke makes it not too obvious, but I can't say that Duke is clean or isn't clean.
Right.
Anthony impersonated me and also KJ.
And
Duke has been impersonating his friends as well. Okay, see, now that's where the confusion starts.
Right.
Is because who's really impersonating who then? Because if KJ is impersonating Duke, but Duke is impersonating KJ, or his friends, which we're assuming that Anthony is a friend of Duke. Yeah, see, now that's confusing. This is more complex than the Dark Aether storyline.
right, and not in a good way too.
Definitely not in a good way. Majority of streams there's always fake accounts. Well, that's because they don't like you, mods.
Which is a shame because you're not really the person that starts shit with people.
No, he's not. Which again, by the way, since we're on people starting shit, did we confirm that you want to have inactive people removed from Discord? Or is that only for the fake accounts?
Mainly for the fake accounts.
Okay, that was the big thing. Because if you're gonna let Shadow be like, you know what, just remove people who are inactive, fuck them. I don't want to be in the Discord.
Yeah, well,
because that's just stupid.
Yeah, not everybody that's inactive I have an issue with. It's mainly because I know that they don't stay inactive for too long per se. I want to say that's the case, but no. Aside from that though, for the most part though, if they're inactive for too long and it's just taking up space, then yeah, some of them will have to go, but not all of them. If that makes sense.
Well, you better be very careful on how that goes, because if you start kicking people out that don't really, again, like what Xavier's saying, if people have jobs and they don't exactly just get time, which, I mean, again, if you're giving out, like, you've been here for a year and you haven't said one thing, that I can get. But if it's someone that just doesn't talk every 3 months or so, I'd be a little bit less harsh on that, because even I don't. There are times where I look at Games and Chills chat and it's like, you guys don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna mute you all.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to do my own thing, you guys are making it worse.
No,
but there are times where I also do the same to other people. I'm like, man, I wish someone told me to shut the hell up, because I'm also in that same boat.
If anything, though, I don't mind the AFKs in some standpoint. All I can say is this, though. They don't have to be active every single day. Just, I don't know, maybe once a day, once a week. Like, say something at least once a month at most. And then I know that, okay, you're still trying to be part of this group one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I do that with other groups, too. Because it's like I'm in so many groups on Discord that I only speak, like, in a certain amount. The only one I'm really active besides the one that I'm in charge of is J Ball's group, and every now and then is Mataronics, whenever I'm posting stuff on this channel and whatnot.
Right.
But honestly though, I haven't really said much in Mataronics channel mainly because Mataronics himself's been busy.
Yes, which something will be planned for all three of us in due time. He's just got to make sure the stars align.
Mm-hmm. He's basically saying that he's back where he should be back, so I'm expecting more, you know, with him being around, especially after he posted up, you know, his latest video.
Well, and that's the thing is, from my understanding, he wants to be back, but until which I'm assuming the living situation he's in with now is better, which is good, but because of how work is and what he's trying to save up and what he's trying to accomplish for, it's going to take him a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Which is great, because that would imply that he's going to get a whole fresh pair of eyes, and maybe he'll be willing to do more.
You say you think Big J is also a impersonator? Nah, I don't think Big J is like that, honestly.
No, Big J is... I'm not going to say this lightly at all. He's not that intelligent or that caring to say shit like that. I'm not saying he's dumb, but he's got no care for starting shit like that. If anything, he's gonna be like, "Hey, you want to play one in the chamber or prop hunt?" Like, yeah, no.
If anything, Big J don't really have like a lot of beef with anybody in the group. He's usually one of the more somewhat chill kind of people, really. So,
yeah, he's not. He's not the kind of person that's just going to start making random accounts. If he did, that would be extremely impressive, because how bored would he really have to be?
Yeah, and not to downplay his intelligence or anything like that, but how smart would he know how to do any of that? Because even I'm like decently intelligent. I don't know how to, you know, impersonate accounts like that. Although I have an idea, I don't know how to execute it, basically, is where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
unless KJ has one of those special, you know, gifted moments where he knows how to do complicated stuff and make it look so simple, then that's a different story. And that's kind of like Aaron in a way too. Not to downplay him or anything. Love the, you know, the kid like a brother, but you know, Aaron is Aaron. But it seems like he knows how to do, you know, certain things that seems complicated, but you know, makes it somehow simple.
Yeah, Aaron definitely has that mentality of, he's, like I said earlier, he's that annoying cousin that no one really wants to be around, but everyone has to have, because from time to time he just does become part of the mood, and that's good. That's why I like to talk shit on him. And when he talks shit on me back, it's great. But, yeah, I can't foresee Aaron being that way. Maybe Queen is impersonating.
But Queen hasn't been in the group for a long time. If anything, I think she's been removed from the group.
Queen.
She was somebody that we used to be in the that used to be in the group with for a little bit. But I think she left because she quote unquote tried to take, I guess, Eddie's account. But I'm hearing some different stuff going on with that.
I would never trust anything for what Eddie's idea is. No offense if anyone's friends with Eddie, but I feel like he's still got a long ways to go to gain trust from people. And I know he knows that, he understands that, but at the same time, I don't think he realizes what kind of damage he's caused. No, it's Duke. Okay.
Wait, Queen's been in for... Nah, Queen was in it for a little bit, but then she left after, I guess, she was trying to pull some kind of strings with Eddie. But Queen has not been in the group for a very long time at this point.
No, Queen's been...
Yeah, plus Queen's only been in the group for a little bit. She's not exactly our longest female member. That's the thing, that when it comes to the guys, yeah, the guys are here for a nice little while. But when it comes to the females, though, it's like they're kind of like a high and by scenario. Like, I think the closest one we had for a long time scenario was well, before Angel, to say the least. It was Sergeant
Beautiful.
Yeah, Sergeant Beautiful.
Oh, well, and what's funny is that Sergeant Beautiful, I just strictly remember she was talking about wanting to do Infinite Warfare's Easter egg, and that was great. I attended half of him. I don't know if you finished off for the rest of her on that.
I believe we did, if I'm not mistaken.
And then I remember her saying she wanted to go to Mexico to visit family, which was great and all, and then she just decided to disappear.
Well, to be fair, she was like part of the army or military of some sort.
That's true. Yeah.
And she already had her own family and stuff going on, so.
Yeah, that is true. KJ most likely has Duke added on fake accounts and just copies names from the open party. Maybe. But again, like what I said earlier, you can't really pinpoint who's doing what when you're in a predicament like this, because as like we're pointing fingers, like we're thinking it's Queen, we're thinking it's Duke, we're thinking it's KJ, we're thinking it's Anthony, we're thinking it's Mods, we're thinking it's even Block. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone thought of that. Like,
right.
We're thinking
somebody think it's
J.
Fox, but even though I have no reason to do it.
Exactly. Like, we don't know who. The only thing we know for sure is that the people that actually do not mean any harm are mostly playing games, keeping their mouths shut, and are not accepting any friend requests at this point.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because I know there's quite a few people here in Games and Chills that would love to be friends with other people and want to have actual conversations, but it's hard to have a conversation when the Discord with just those group of people are making it very difficult to want to stay in for that.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, though, too, none of these days, though, people don't tend to really interact with other people anymore. It's like either I gotta be in it, or something's gotta start. Either I gotta be in it, or somebody's gotta really find a way to interact in a special kind of way.
Right. Well, and that was the thing that kind of caught me a little interested with Xavier, is that I would just say random shit, and even Aaron too. Aaron would join in, Xavier would join in, once in a while Angel would join in if she had time. Like, there was just something that could be conversated if I just say the random shit. But then if no one said anything, or if I didn't say it, you didn't say it, Aaron didn't say it, no one says anything. Which, I mean, again, I feel like that also goes based on to what's being portrayed, because we're told, and I know that I'm psychotic, but I know that we're told that it's fine to be the way we are, but we need to calm it down some, which I get. For me, I get that. There are some kids that don't get that, and some kids that are still learning that they can't just be psychotic all the time, which is annoying, because I'd love to tell those kids to be themselves, but I also want them to be like, hey, there's a time and a place when to be psychotic, and when you've been psychotic for 32 hours straight, you kind of need to tone it down a bit.
Right.
At least just for a few minutes, that way you can get some air. And that's not pointed towards anyone, that's not anyone specific, that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have KJ unedited on PSN. It's definitely someone who knows these guys, but that's just it. Is we say that it's definitely someone that we know this guys, but we don't know who that is because almost everyone that's active, or sorry, everyone that's been in Fox's channel and communicates in Fox's channel knows those guys, including those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't, again, just say it's Big J or KJ or Anthony or TJ or whoever. You can't just say we think it's them. It's, to me, the way I see it is, it's a group of people that know they can mess with people by making multiple accounts, and they probably all collectively have certain accounts, and they're playing a game of, you play this account, I'll play this account.
Yeah. And what makes it tough, too, is we don't know, we don't have a way to really track who's really behind all of it.
No, we don't.
Unless we was friends with somebody that knows how to do that, that just makes things more difficult.
Well, and even then, like, as much as I would love to be that guy, this is just me.
Right.
So as much as I would love to be that guy that would want to know who's doing that or who's making those accounts, it would just piss me off more to the point where I'd want to just start shit talking everyone, and there's just no point to do that.
I got you.
Like, I feel like even if it was, hey, let's for example say it is TJ, I would say, you know what, I'm going to send messages to TJ and I'm going to get myself banned because I want him to feel how I feel. But then he wouldn't feel any different because he just got me banned by him pissing me off easily.
Yeah, in a way, even when you win, you lose in a way.
Exactly. So that's why I keep saying in Discord, just ignore the people, don't mention about them, don't talk about them, just leave them alone, let them do their thing, because eventually, the less we talk about them, the more that they'll just realize, hey, there's no point to even get into it. They're not going to acknowledge us, they're not going to see us, we're just out of it. I'm glad I'm chill, it sounds exhausting. Exactly.
Agreed.
It could be someone you're best friends with doing it, you never know. Well, exactly, like, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. When people say, again, if you use me for example, I can't exactly just go to Dames and Chills and say, yeah, I don't use this account. I can't exactly prove that. All I can say is that if I really wanted to stalk someone's account right now, I would be in the chat right now saying, hey, I'm blocked, I'm a piece of shit, go swallow my cock. Or something silly or stupid or ridiculous like that. And then if it said that right then and there, then you know, like, hey, it's blocked that's making these accounts. But since I'm not saying that, that's the only word I got. And even then, that's the only word I got. So you can say, he didn't say that this time. Doesn't mean that he won't say it another time.
Right.
Yeah. It could be, no, we read that. The fake account on Instagram that texted me knows my brother's in the military. Okay. And let them realize that. Let them see that. In my opinion, I'd let them see that. And then just say cool. Or just ignore it. Like, what if they know what your personal information is and they're not gonna come visit you? They're already afraid. What are they gonna do? They're gonna come down to where you live at and say, hey, you're this. Like, okay, you one, wasted your money coming to visit me. Two, you could say that you're a minor, which you probably are. I'm a minor, so I could definitely call the police and get you arrested because you're sexually harassing a minor if you want to play that card. And then three, not only would it get them in jail, but then if the charges are pushed even further, they could go to prison. If you won that and you were willing to push that even farther. But again, like, do you really want to be that exhausted over some bullshit?
Right.
What does he get from it? It's weird. It really is attention seeking. A fake Fox account sending me a Gears of War 3 image, of course. Well, not only it's attention seeking, some people really just like to watch the world burn. Like, some people really just enjoy chaos, which is fine. I also enjoy chaos, but I also knew that chaos is better in your own world, not messing up with everyone else's world. At some point, your conscience kicks in and says, did I really need to go to that little child and tell him that he has no family?
Sure, right.
Like, I mean, it was funny at the moment, but I don't care about feeling this way now. I kind of want to go to him and apologize. Replace the 3 with an E. Oh, like the headshot one? Yeah, I remember you sent that on Discord. DJ has a PC. Well, yeah, I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah, but I don't think TJ has any involvement with it.
No. And again, like, yeah, you could argue and say that it could be TJ, and he's making all these multiple accounts, so you couldn't trust him. But at the same time, I don't remember TJ at all being active in Discord, let alone causing shit in Discord.
Not to mention, him and Duke aren't exactly on good terms either.
Right. So, if anything, he'd be going after Duke. If he really was mad, he wouldn't be going after Fox, or me, or Angel, or Awesome, or Mods, or Xavier, or whoever.
Yeah, not to mention, he wouldn't tell me about this, too, if it was that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the main point, actually. You're right.
And if he did, I'm pretty sure he would have told it in a way where it'd have been like, yeah, he's on Duke's side, but he, tries to pretend to be on my side. But I don't think that's the case because, if I remember correctly, him and Duke was cool out at a certain point, but then I guess he just got tired of Duke's antics, and I think his previous group also got tired with that too. So I think that's where it stemmed down. But yeah, I don't think he would have told me that if that was the case. But like I said, me and TJ was on good terms the last time me and him chat, so.
Right. Exactly. No, they make the account on PC. Yeah. There's an option on PC to create a new channel. Again, though, like, even if it is TJ, and you can keep abusing it, yes, I get it. But again, if it was TJ, why go to Fox and tell him the personal information if you wanted to just cause problems? Like, that, I mean, I've tried doing that once when I was a kid. Want to know what it got me? Nothing. Got me nowhere. It literally got people to look at me like, you're the problem. You're the issue. And then I felt like shit, and then I went down a dark hole. I don't want to do that again.
Right.
Like, there's just no point. Fox is down for Fortnite later. I don't know if he's going to be awake for Fortnite later.
If I don't play this all night, then yeah, why not? I could play a couple of games in front of. Plus, I still need to finish that that Megazord battle pass. So I can get the other one.
I get that.
Because I mainly only wanted to play Fortnite for this season mainly because it's a Power Ranger season. But yeah, I'm not gonna play it all night. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not planning to play it all night. But if I did, it's only because, like I said, I have history with Borderlands besides COD.
Of course. Anthony has a PC. Anthony's old friend Reese has a PC. Again, all you're doing is you're just proving our point about how you can't trust anyone on this. Like, you have a PC, Duke, don't you? Doesn't Moz have a PC? Box has a PC. Obviously, I have a PC. Like, all you're doing is just proving that you can't trust everyone, which is, in my opinion, fine, because if you know who you're talking to, then it's not an issue. If you don't know who you're talking to, well, that's your own personal problem. Maybe you should have been friends before this whole situation, or make amends. Maybe this would be a great time to make amends and be like, hey, whatever I said to you beforehand, I apologize. I will still forever to this day be surprised that Baskets was like, hey man, sorry I fucked up your internet. Like, I wasn't expecting you to grow up so quickly.
Right.
You and Block make a great... Fox had an idea. I did not stick to it, I'll admit. He had an idea for, what was it, theories and...
games, theories, and realities. It was called GTR, which originally I had that going on with Eddie, but I also wanted to expand it with other people as well. But a lot had kind of came up, so it kind of prevented me from doing that. But in a way, I am planning to bring that back. It just won't be right now, anytime soon, right now at least. But it is prone to change though.
Well, and on top of that, I mean, we can do little miniature ones, I feel like.
Oh yeah, you said something about, on Discord, you said something about like a podcast about Black Ops 7 or something of the sort.
Oh, so I was thinking, because you have a PC and you can stream through OBS, I was thinking if you looked at the post on BO7, there's the augments, there's the zombies maps, there's the zombie characters and the storylines. I was thinking, for an idea, we do a commentary on talk about what our thoughts are going to be for BO7 Zombies, what the stories could be, and it could be a 2-part or 3-part, however long you want it to be.
Right.
And then we just go bullshit about what our ideas are and what we could expect, what we want to expect, and then in that thought process, it could be a games, theories, and reality kind of thing. At least that'd be a good introduction to it. Now again, I know it won't be gameplay, it'll be just us commentating, which can be boring after a while, I get that. But at the same time, I feel like this would be a great time other than any other time, because BO Zombies hype, if you're a Zombies fan, is huge, bigger than BO6, and more people, often than not, actually like to show up to those to put in their 2 cents. Now, again, they put in their 2 cents, doesn't mean that it's going to be, you know, I think Samantha Maxa shouldn't be in here because the Dark Aether is not part of her. You won't be hearing that all the time. It'll be a lot of, well, BO7 sucks. BO7 sucks. Okay, why? Because it sucks. Okay, why? Because it sucks. Okay, you're not going anywhere.
And not to mention, some people actually like commentary videos. This probably because they are like the voices that speaks about, you know, the topics that they're trying to get interested in, or they just like the topics themselves and they just want to hear people's opinion to see whether it matches theirs or not, or if there's some middle ground to it.
And that's the thing is, you get, for example, someone like you and I, just for example, and we start putting out compelling evidence and just opinions, not exactly this has to be correct, but just, hey, this is what we're expecting, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So basically, y'all yapping for over 3 hours-ish. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I only know 3 guys from Games and Chills. I would watch it, so I fell asleep. Oh, of course.
I mean,
well, and that's again,
yeah, go ahead.
like, you're not expecting, I wouldn't expect people to stay in for long, but it is something that people like to watch. I mean, Roth Waffles did it earlier, and Mr. Dog JD makes shorts about it. He just made a video about the augments. But, like, put in your 2 cents. Have a discussion.
Honestly, though, I feel like it'd be so much cooler if we knew how to, like, I don't know, edit videos or something like that. At least from my perspective, it'd be cool to edit. But I feel like even if it's just a commentary standpoint, though, it'll work.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, you don't even have to do a 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. I'm just thinking, as an idea, if you were thinking, I don't want to play, I kind of want to just chit-chat, I feel like that would be a great start. Blocks and Fox, do you think it's making the... Block and Fox, who do you think is making the fake accounts? In my personal opinion, again, I can't pinpoint who it is. All I'm saying is that I don't think it's one person, I think it's multiple people.
I agree,
and I'm not going to give an amount. I don't know how many, I just know that if I was in their position, or in that individual's position, I would get a bunch of my friends, mainly 4 or 5 of them, and then I would purposely say, hey, you're going to have this account, this account, this account, and I'd strategically make it to where it seemed like it was 1 or 2 people, but it's actually 5, 6 people that I trust, and that we're just consistently fucking with people. And you just go on a rotational basis, because all we're doing is removing them from YouTube channel for 24 hours. We're not banning their accounts.
Right.
That's why I go to those people's accounts, at least recently, and I've just hit report, and I put harassment, or cyberbullying. And it seems like it works, not entirely, but yeah, it just works. I definitely watch it for sure, especially if you're playing something in the background. Well, that's what I mean, like...
just keep in mind, though, like, even us doing commentary, though, it just won't be, you know, a one-dimension kind of commentary. I'm pretty sure Block's going to be, you know, doing his shenanigans here and there, which, for the most part, I don't mind it. And... you know, I'm gonna have my 2 bits of, you know, humor here and there that might be dry, it might be funny, who knows. I'm kind of a mixed bag when it comes to that. But, you know, it's gonna be something if or when, you know, we're dedicated enough to go do that. It's just all about what we got going on in our lives, how the jobs is like. Am I keeping this a Burma or whatnot? More like I am. And, you know, all the other shenanigans.
Right. Well, and again, like, I understand that if we do have something in the background, the reason why I say stream only the post and just go through the post and interact with it, because that way then we're focused on the post. If we play something in the background, I feel like it'll be more distracting to the point where people are going to be sidetracked, and no one's really going to want to do that. I mean, I don't think. When I watched Milo do his live stream on, or Rough Waffles, when he did his live stream on the post, I was more involved with just the post, and I was looking at it thinking, cool, I like where these are going. I understand where his points are coming from, and I get where his points are coming from. Do I agree with all of them? No. Do I think that what he's thinking about is invalid? Absolutely not. I think he's got very valid points. And I like that interaction. And I understand that everyone feels that way, but I'd rather do that than be, playing a game in the background, but we're going to talk about the blog post. Like, you're going to be more interested in the background. You're not going to give a shit about the blog post.
I like conversations where, you know, like at the end of the day, you're just basically finding things in the middle ground. Like, you liking the goods, you liking the bads, and you respecting the middles. Like, overall, it really gets you thinking, like, okay, how close can we make it to the point where it could be, like, almost the perfect whatever, perfect topic, perfect game, perfect whatever. Although there's no such thing as perfection, it'd be nice to have something that is close to be, you know, enough to say, like, yeah, you know what, this is it, this is what it should be right here. And, you know, until like the next big thing or whatever case it be.
Yeah, exactly. But again, like, I get what you're saying too, Angel. Like, you also don't want to stare at a blog post because there's nothing going on. You're just looking at a blog post. For all you know, if you turn off your microphone, if you unplug your headset and you don't hear anything, it's just a man looking at a blog post. And I get that's boring. But again, my thought process is let's create a conversation with the chat. That way, instead of it being just between two people, it's all individuals that show up. And then maybe all individuals can be thinking, I don't like BO7 because it has too many, let's just say, wall runs. Okay,
right.
Fine. Why is that the case? And then just go on from there. Who is Clapbird? Not a clue. Name does not ring a bell. I might know who is making fake accounts. KJ, Anthony, maybe someone higher power like an imposter within Games and Chills that is pulling the strings. Well, that can be a thought process. Again, like I keep saying over and over again, I don't think it's just one or group. I don't even think it's just one person. And even if it is those people, not saying that it's invalid, but just I personally feel like there's just no point to even bring it up, to even worry about it. At some point, they're going to get their comeuppance, they're going to get their shenanigan shit, and then they're going to realize what they did was wrong.
Right.
I don't think it's boring. The conversation's very interesting. I love hearing the ideas and thoughts from each other, even without background stuff. See, but that's what I mean. Like, you like that, Angel.
Yes.
You like that. I'm not saying that everyone, or I'm saying that everyone doesn't like that. And I would be okay with that. Doing just the blog post. It's Fox's channel. It's his stream. It goes how he wants it to go.
Yeah, if anything, I'm not against the idea. It's just it's all about the timing and execution of the whole thing.
Right.
And if anything, though, I'm with it for the most part. I just got to make sure that everything on my end is good because, at best, because here's my thing. I'm the type of person if I know that if I'm motivated enough to try to do it on time or at least not too late, then yeah, I'll do it. But if I find myself procrastinating or just not in the mood, then I'm just gonna find myself burnt out to the point of not want to do it, or at least not want to do it yet.
Right.
But
and that's very valid.
Yeah, but for the most part, though, you know, I try to work things out to the point where, like, okay, well, as long as I get things done, I'll try to make enough time for myself and everybody else.
Right. And again, that's fine. That's totally respectable. Like I was saying, I was just making a suggestion because with BO7 being so hot right now with the COD community, whether it be good or bad, it's still a hot topic. And putting in your 2 cents as a stream and then adding again, even if it doesn't have to be me, it could be Eddie, it could be Angel, it could be Awesome, it could be whoever. Having another person there not only would make it more interesting, but then it adds more character to the point where if more people showed up, which I feel like a lot more people would show up, then it could be, again, I hate BO7 because there's not enough Samantha Maxis bundles on there. Okay, if you think Samantha Maxis bundles would make the game better, would you actually buy all of them?
Right.
You know, shit like that, because it gets the community more involved.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I also understand the burnout. Last thing you want to do is to go 8 hours at work, come home, and then be like, really? I want to sit on my ass and just talk some shit instead of playing Borderlands or whatever game? Nah, I'd rather play my whatever game and be silent than have to chit-chat a lot about a stupid blog post. Like, I also understand that as well.
Right.
Have you had any beef with people last year or this year, Fox?
I don't recall, and if I did, the problem is it's been a lot of on and off scenarios. I had too many people as friends or whatnot, so.
Yeah, didn't you hear Fox and I are breaking up?
Since when we was a couple.
We don't talk about it. We really
Sure.
don't. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. Nah, I feel like people have beef with Fox. I don't think Fox has beef with anyone.
Yeah, which is weird because I'm like, what do I did to have y'all to have beef with me? I'm not even famous. Is it because I actually got progress in my life or something? Like, did I say something that I didn't know I hurt you? I don't know. It's like it's me being me too nice or too straightforward.
Well, and that's the thing is, the way I see it is, some people would be jealous because you are making progress, which is fine. You're supposed to be making progress. You always want to make progress. But again, like I mentioned way beforehand, there's too many damn kids and games and chills that feel like they need to be in your stream. And I get it. I was ambitious too once. You know, if I've been someone to stream, I can make their stream a lot better. Well, not all the time. Sometimes people just don't want you in their stream. Again, like what I said earlier, if I was going to be with Shaddix and what I said has caused problems, I don't want to be in the party. Because the last thing I need to do is for Shaddix to send a message to Fox, say, next time Block's in here, I'm just leaving immediately. Like, I don't want that to be a thing for Fox. Last thing I need is for that to happen. So I won't join in. But if I know that me being accepted in it, totally fine. I don't mind it. But you should never feel like you're going to be the reason why the party goes well, or you're the reason why the channel's growing, or whatever it is. You're not the main character of someone else's life. You will never be the main character of someone else's life. You'll be the main character in your own life. And that's how it should be.
Right.
I wanted to ask you guys, since BO6 is coming out to coming to an end with BO7, where do you guys put out a rank for BO6 at 1 through 10, good or meh, or 1 being good and 1 being meh and 10 being good? Fox, you want to answer this? Because I know how you feel about BO6.
Honestly, Black Ops 6 kind of put Call of Duty on the map in a way. I say it's definitely what Cold War could have been had they given more time. Is it perfect? No, it's still, you know, kind of a couple bugs here and there and stuff like that, though. But I felt like you could do more on here than you could on, on Black Ops Cold War, in my honest opinion. Because if anything, though, yes, you only got 6 maps per se, though, but at least those maps are challenging, whereas to Cold Wars, almost every damn Easter egg is pretty easy, with the only exception being the Legion, being the slightly more challenging part of it.
Exactly.
But other than that, though, it's like once you do a few games of multiplayer and campaign and all that stuff, it just kind of burns out afterwards. But Black Ops 6, though, at least in my opinion, there's some reason to go back to it. So I would give Black Ops 6 a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A 7 at least. If what's that? Had they fixed a few of the issues the game has, and maybe give us like a really cool ass reward for doing all the Easter eggs, I'd probably give it a slightly higher score.
Right. Which is totally fair. And are you done? Do you want to give more sense?
Now that's pretty much my 2 cents for the whole thing so far.
Okay. Okay. And as for my opinion, I give it this is just me, and I'm not being like I'm gonna one up someone. I really do give it an 8.5, if not an 8.9, because to me, I love the fact that they've made it like what Fox was saying. Like, it's not Cold War where it's super easy. And in my opinion, I even feel like Cold War, it's nice to be able to go back to Cold War and just to see what Cold War was and then what BO6 is, so that way BO6 can run as far as it has. But I love the fact that it's mainly the Omni movement. Like, I went from playing on a not so, I mean, at the time, my PC I had was great, but looking at it back now, it's like, fucking wasn't worth $2,100, but playing Cold War on that with PC, and then jumping to my new PC playing on BO6, is like giving me a bicycle, and I'm now driving a Ferrari. Like, I really do love how BO6 is. Like, even when I play World of Warcraft, or did, I stopped now, but when I did play it, there was a lot of times where I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to go back to BO6, grind camos on zombies, because I can just go brain dead, just do the simplest, easy shit, and I don't have to worry about it, or I could do the Easter eggs with other buddies. Like, I love doing that. So for me, not only, yes, I do understand not having the rewards, and it is kind of a bummer that we did not get a super Easter egg. However, I personally feel like they didn't want to do that because they gave us directed mode. And they were trying to see what directed mode would go out to be, which directed mode, in my opinion, I don't know if more people that are not, or that are multiplayer people did more Easter eggs because of it, but I feel like it has made more incentive thoughts for people to want to look more at zombies, which is kind of the whole idea. You might not be able to do all the Easter eggs, but a lot of people be like, you know what, the fact that you can't go past a certain route cap until you progress the Easter egg and it tells you what to do, like, fucking like that, man. Like, I don't have to look up no guide. I just wait a week before the map comes out, or after the map comes out, and then do the directing, and here I go. Like, I love how easy that is. And as for how the idea of BO6 with the Omni movement and with the fact that they're putting that and adding more to BO7, I feel like it's going to just add that much more depth, that much more idea, and it's going to make zombies experiences with the newer maps to come that much more exciting. Go ahead, Fox.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the retros mode, in my opinion, was really more towards a beginner-friendly approach for people that just want an easier way to do the Easter egg, if anything. So, in my opinion, I felt like we should have still gotten something as an Easter egg before, but I don't disagree on your approach on it as well, because I could definitely see it being that way. But I still think that,
well, yeah, like, we really should have, because Shattered Veil, fuck that map. Or, yeah, Shattered Veil, fuck that dinosaur boss fight. Reckoning's, Richtofen, you would think that would have been it.
Yeah.
But no, instead we got 2 boss fights, which I'm not really complaining.
Yeah.
But we got 2 different boss fights. Go ahead.
And that was it. Like, it's 2 good boss fights, don't get me wrong, though, but it's like, that's it. Y'all just gave us boss fights and nothing else.
Exactly.
I don't want to sound greedy, though, but it's like, we done, like, 6 maps with our Easter eggs. Some of them were very difficult. You would at least think you would give us some kind of compensation for doing that.
Yeah, like, I mean, shit. I would have been okay with having, like, what Cold War did. You get an epic upgrade to all your weapons when you spawn in. Like, yeah, I get it. That would have been very underwhelming for a lot of zombie people, but think of it. We've gotten directed mode, we get free season pass still, or not season pass, we still can do the season pass and we get content from that, so they have to cut corners somewhere. And on top of that as well, I personally feel like with us even getting the rewards that we did, I love the fact that I can be Weaver wearing a World at War costume, going into BO6, into a boss fight, where I look ridiculous as shit, but it just is that silly because it's that much of an arcadey game. I've always loved that idea. Hold on. I want to add, no, we already did that. Kids at my school are weirdos. I set up BO6 before I go to school. Fox, how was school for you when you were a teenager?
It was hell. Either I was a rebellious little bastard, or if I was one of the goody two shoe ones, I would get picked on just for being different.
Which is, yeah, that's fair. Fox, the reason why I created the Darkness account to get back at Anthony, but along the way it got a bigger level. It got to a bigger level.
Yeah, let's just say other people was involved, but then myself included.
Yeah, see that again, like that's why I tell people to ignore them. Like don't put yourself in that position. All you're gonna do is cause more problems for yourself, because then not only do you have to defend yourself, you have to figure out ways how to defend yourself properly. And it's not the whole, oh, I'll just tell them that I can mod their account or take their IP address or just block. All you're going to do is block them. Just block them, leave them alone. They're not going to go to your house, and if they do, they waste all that time and gas just to realize, oh yeah, you're kind of an idiot for doing that, guys. Aren't you homeschooling mod? Oh, that's mods. I was really disappointed in the BO6 campaign. I want to say this real quick. I went back to Modern Warfare 2019's campaign, and I loved it because I loved the action and the character progression. The plotline, yes, I get it, was kind of stupid, but I don't go for plot lines. Even though, yes, that's the whole point of the campaign, you gotta admit, Call of Duty really hasn't had a solid campaign besides maybe World War II. If you want to go even higher than that, maybe Modern Warfare 2019 was the solid start to a great campaign. But I feel like people should not go into the campaign expecting correlations with the previous games, but they should go in there expecting character progression and maybe, I would say, story progression, which would kind of kerfuckle with what I said earlier. But you gotta admit, when they make Black Ops games, the fact that we already lost the plot when BO3 hit, it kind of just happened. Like,
Yeah.
BO1, BO2 made sense, and the multiple endings made sense. Even though some of them was kind of stupid, which, you know, in my opinion, I think not killing Menendez, or killing Menendez causes bad things to happen to Alex dying and whatnot. I feel like that's dumb, but I get why they do that, because, you know, variety. But then when you go to BO3 from BO2, it's like, where the hell did you characters come from? Like, you guys are... Well, train really did go boom. And then we have BO4, which, again, you would think BO4 would be BO3, which is not. So that makes no sense. And then Cold War, you think would be BO2, but it's not. And then you think BO6 would be BO3, which is not. So, again, now we have BO7, which you would think would be BO3, which is definitely not at this point. Like, I feel like the campaigns just... They
Going somewhere
are
and
not
nowhere.
supposed to add up. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're right. I have less hours of work as well now. Oh, okay, he's not hard to mark hero. BO3 campaign made me cry. It was heartfelt. Well, and like I'm not saying the campaign was shit. I'm just saying if you wanted to go off the idea of, well, the campaigns need to connect, it really didn't.
It didn't.
I mean, sure, you can argue with me and say, well, it's in the future, so it's a Black Ops squad that went and did some Black Ops sketchy shit. Like, yes, but that's kind of the point of Black Ops, is they do sketchy shit. They do stuff off the records. Kind of what Cold War was saying. But at least BO1 and 2 actually connected. BO3 did not connect at all. It was like its own little thing. And then Cold War tried to connect, and as well as BO6 tried to connect, but with how BO2's ending is, and with what events happen between BO1 and BO2 chronologically, I'm not saying the events don't add up, but it's confusing as all can be. Because at some point, when does Hudson actually die? Hudson didn't die. He's actually alive in BO2, or so the BO2 said. But in BO6, or in Cold War, supposedly he's dead. Like, what? Like, and then on top of that too, who the fuck is the main character for Cold War? And why is he not mentioned in BO2? Like, see what I mean? Like, the stories don't make sense. So I stopped caring about the stories and just said, hey, I like how this character says, heck, I want to know what it's like to go walk in the snow for 30 miles with ghosts. And then, or my personal favorite is, actually, his real name is Thaldus Sergeant. Like, yeah, I feel that brotherhood. Like, I like that. I feel like World War II is about the only COD that has made me actually feel heartfelt. Because, you know, Back then in the World War, you had to rely on your brothers, and if you didn't, well, you were kind of fucked. Advanced Warfare doesn't fit in. Advanced Warfare... I did not hate Advanced Warfare's campaign. I think that was a nice campaign. But then again, I feel like Sledgehammer Games makes phenomenal campaigns and great character progression. And then I feel like Treyarch makes badass zombies, duh, because I'm playing it. And Infinity Ward makes phenomenal multiplayer. And I feel like all three of the companies should just make one game. Just make one. And the fake accounts knows triple. Well, yeah, I feel like everyone knows triple at this point. Yeah, Good. Was there anything else you wanted to add, Fox? I know I've been talking a whole lot.
Nah, you pretty much kind of said most of what I want to say. So you're good on that.
Beautiful. I mean, like, the only other thing that I could definitely see be an argument is the campaigns do make sense in their own way. Or, sorry, no, let me go off this. The campaigns are shit because of how open environment the maps are. And to that response, I would love to say, we complained about how linear Call of Duty was. And the fact that Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 both were more open map campaigns than it was linear, even though it is still linear, but it's the way how you progress throughout the open world to the linear solution was, I feel like, much more approachable, or at least it was approachable, because don't get me wrong, I love my linear Call of Duties. I also like the idea that some Call of Duty games are like, let's go outside the books. You guys say you want change, let's go change. Okay, fine. I like this idea. Might not be well executed for everyone, but it's a nice change in pace.
Oh yeah, definitely.
World at War. Now, if you want to say World at War's campaign is good, I agree. If you want to say, why did World at War go from that to Black Ops 1? It's because of zombies. Which, there's the argument there. Zombies is only good because of Call of Duty is only good because of zombies. To which that I argue with, if that's the case, then why haven't they made just a COD Zombies?
Right.
Obviously, not everyone loves zombies. I mean, shit. Don't get me wrong. Cold War came out, Tfue got to round 100 and did the Easter egg. Okay, cool, that's one person for Fortnite out of the other hundreds of people that play Fortnite. Tim the Tatman played Cold War. Didn't exactly get to round 100, didn't exactly not do the Easter egg, but he thought it was fun, played it the one time, made one video, that was it. So that's two. Like, it's not just zombies. And it's not even the zombies community. There is less zombies community players than there are multiplayers for Call of Duty. That's just straight up factual. And the fact that they keep making Call of Duty games is because they are good. They really are good. Mm-hmm. Even Vanguard is good. It might not be for everyone, but I've asked Matterrock multiple times, like, what would you say in recent terms is your favorite Call of Duty? Every time, it's Vanguard. That's because to him, the way how it plays is great to him. I don't hate it now. I had to have Fox run me through Vanguard, but because of that, it made me realize, kind of like Infinite Warfare, wow, this game is not shit. I can't believe I gave this game so much shit. Kind of like Infinite Warfare. Mm-hmm. Because of that, even though I only spent the 70, it's still worth the 70 that I spent the money on. Games never expire. Stop treating them like they do. If you treat it like games expire, by all means, quit playing video games, go read a book. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't know, Crusaders, do you ever shut the fuck up? Weaver and Zombies does make sense why Weaver's on BO2 campaign. Well, that's just it, is... I feel like Weaver went off on a different mission with Hudson. Which is not entirely confirmed, but... I mean, it kind of... If you want to go off the idea of, well, he went to the Dark Aether, okay, how did he get involved with zombies?
Right.
Where the hell was he during zombies? Well, he was Tank Dempsey's brother. Not even the same last name. Not even remotely in the same era. Like, there's no correlation. So again, they really just picked Weaver and said, there you go. So like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's actually funny. Every time I'll take photos of the group chat and it'll involve Crusaders or people misspell his name or use the other names that he has, and I'll just screenshot it, send it to Crusaders, and I'll say, hey man, you're popular in Fox's chat, and he'll say, can't believe people are still talking about me and these guys are assholes. Like, yeah, well, they're just trying to find whoever they think of.
Yeah.
I just want to play. I just want to play.
For coffee.
What does that mean? You just want a one-shot Richtofen. Oh, I thought she beat the Easter egg with Richtofen.
I don't think so. You can't really one-shot Richtofen, really. At least not anymore, to my acknowledgement.
I don't know. I just know that the turrets are really good in the Easter eggs now. Which, no surprise there. Right. Any kind of extra bullets to the body is going to do some marginal amount of damage. See, commentary. It's always fun, right guys? Commentary's fun. Commentary's great.
Oh, so I haven't forgot about this, but eventually I am going to go and try to do this Cooking with Fox thing eventually. It's just taking a lot longer than anticipated because I don't have certain supplies for it. But it will be back.
Shit. I would suggest make hot dogs, mac and cheese.
That's the problem though. Like, I got a pot for hot dogs. I can make that though. But like for other utensils and stuff, like to make mac and cheese or anything in general, I don't have that. Like, I still need more pots and pans and other things is what I'm basically saying.
No. What you do is you use the pot, cut up the hot dog into those coins or whatever size you want, fry them up in that pot, and then when they look fried or look like they're crispy to your liking, then you put in the water and the mac and cheese, and then you put in the cheese mix, and then you just let it boil. There you go.
Yeah, I get it though, but like if I wanted like to drain the mac and cheese, was it water or fluid or whatever the case may be though, I would need like
it?
Yeah, I would need like a drainer or you know, the thing that pours out the water.
Strainer?
Yeah, the strainer, which I sadly do not have.
Oh, that's fair. Do you have lid?
Nope. Yeah, this place I.
That's fair. I'd call one-shot Richtofen because he literally one-shot someone during boss fight. Yeah, I believe it. We might be yapping about mac and cheese. You might want to strap yourself in, awesome. I don't know. Maybe you should put that as a poll, like a big poll. Just say, do you want commentary in my live streams or no commentary? That I'm curious about.
I mean, I feel like we do commentary regardless whether people want it or not.
Well, that's just it. I feel like if majority won where people said no commentary, I want to see how long that lasts.
Right, because I know there's going to be some people that like, so Fox say something, or Block say something. Please,
yeah.
I need something to talk to, something to hear. Like, y'all voted for no commentary, so which I think was going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know Angel would be upset, obviously, but I really want to know, like, how many other people would be saying, yeah, don't say a fucking word. Y'all yap too much. Like, alright, that's fine. Fucking easy-ass stream then.
Alright, I don't really talk that much like that anyway, unless it's something, like, really interesting me. Even that has to have a limit on how much I'm really into conversating.
And that's fair. I was the one who got one shot by Richtofen. I believe it. IBELEIEV, I love it. I don't know if Simon's watching the stream right now, but Simon asked me yesterday who called him Simon Poo, and I was the one that nicknamed him Simon Poo. He was like, "Who did that?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. Someone from the higher ups did. I don't know. That's kind of strange." Kind of like smartly giggling.
No, I highly doubt Eddie's doing that.
Again, Eddie already caused problems enough. What makes you think that he would want to cause even more problems when he already is like, I know I don't want to be it, or I'm not wanting this account, and I accept that. Like, clearly he knows he's fucked up. Why would he want to keep fucking up, though?
Right. Not to mention, though, Eddie may, I guess, in a way, has his petty moments, but even then, he's not that petty.
No.
That's
no.
even I could defend him on that note. And not to mention, though, like before, you know, the little screw up that had happened, though, he has looked out for me on a couple of occasions, and other people too that he, you know, he could try.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Eddie has done. He hasn't really built himself up to be that kind of person. If at some point he does, though, that'd be a conversation to hear.
Right. But excuse me. But it'd be the one I'd be more supportive of.
Right. Communication is fun in game. Huh?
Nah, I'm lost too.
You were saying something?
No, all I was gonna say is to answer I think Maud's question. Basically, Eddie interacted with somebody in the group that he shouldn't done in a way, but they stopped it before it went any further. But the issue was that the way how it was approached was very unapologetic in a sense. So that's why he got kicked at that time before, you know.
Yeah.
He was
Before it
let back in.
escalated worse.
Yeah.
God.
Wait, what's this?
Oh, Young. Oh, Lon Johnson. Communication is fun and key, though. I mean, I guess to that fairness, if you're talking about how, like, only when you're playing the game communication is fun.
Fox, do you hate anyone or anything? I really need to know. I don't. The people that I probably did hate are no longer in the group. Like, it's one thing to hate, but I don't really try to hate forever, so I gotta just move on and move forward.
Well, and even then, I personally feel like even if you do hate someone, there's just absolutely no reason to. Like,
Right.
I mean, all you're gonna do is just waste more time worried about what other bullshit's gonna happen than just being like, hey man, shit happened, move on. All good. I'll be right back.
Yep, take your time. That's where it says I'm this close. Unless I gotta get the long way around. I mean, if they fuck my grandma, I would hate them. Not gonna lie. That's oddly specific.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, if you're really going to mention shit like that, then, I mean, it's kind of an obvious answer. Unless you're a sociopath and really like watching your grandma get absolutely railed by a stranger, then I feel like you have bigger problems than worrying about, do I hate someone or not?
We're waiting! Guys, you gotta start adding locations to the invites.
Am I on the list still?
On the list of what list?
They're over here thinking that they're trying to pick if you hate them or not.
Oh, I don't know. I really can't say it's hate, but if anything, it might be annoyance. Even then, though, the annoyance is at a certain level of, do I hate them to the point where I don't want to talk to them no more, or do I hate them to the point where I don't talk to them as much, but still will talk to them because they are interested in some way. Somebody like for Lambo example, I may be annoyed with him with his constant, you know, Incredibles 3 conversation, but at the same time, I do find that some things about it was interesting. So I don't. So yeah, while Lambo might be annoying, I don't think he's annoyingly to the point where I wouldn't want to talk to him no more. I still would, but for anybody else. There was a couple other people though, but they're no longer in the group. That should tell you how much of a difference that is.
Text me for mods and shit. Both work. Wait, what? Javi's kid hates me since I banned him. Okay, here's the thing though. I don't even think it's Javi or Xavier or Javi, whoever hates anyone. I just feel like what was going on was just stupid shit between someone that thought that Shadow was using power, which again is why this whole conversation stuff has started, is because I get it if Xavier actually saw that Shadow was purposely using his power or abusing his powers, or quote unquote his admin power by removing people and whatnot. And I do understand that, but in his defense, in Shadow's defense, Shadow really is just trying to help out, whether it be removing people or not, or making sure that it's just fake accounts that get removed. I get that. But like I said too, in Xavier's defense, if Shadow was just, hey, I have a suggestion, Fox is going to let me do it no matter what, yeah, I would then be like, hey, Fox, the fuck is going on? Which is why I said earlier, if that's the case, I don't want to be in Games of Chills anymore. But since it's not the case, and it really is just Fox trying to say, hey, if you're not active and you don't text, again, once a week, once a day, or just once a month at most, I get that. Because if you're not going to be in the channel, let alone you're not going to try to help out or be even part of the community, then it would be great if you, well, in my opinion, I don't care, because I also feel like having multiple channel names is not my thing. However, I don't have my own Discord channel, let alone my own YouTube channel that's at the position Fox's. So whatever I say is irrelevant. It's not my stuff, it's Fox's stuff. He knows what he wants. I don't know what he wants, therefore whatever I say, like I said, is irrelevant. But like I said, to Xavier's idea, if Fox was just saying, hey man, I don't give a shit what goes on, you think you know what needs to be run, you do it your way, then yeah, Shadow shouldn't be mods. But since that's, again, like that's not the case, I think Shadow is valid.
Yeah. Plus, Shadow's been in the group for a very long time at this point, so, and he's done good by me though. So it's no reason to, second guess or deny, his intentions or his help.
Well, and again, like he's even said too.
Yeah.
Like with your permission, of course. Like, he's not going to go out of his way to be like, haha, I'm mod, fuck you. Like,
yeah, at least he asked.
Yeah, exactly. What was it again? So annoying, like I'm so happy he's gone. I've said he should have been gone since I met him. Javi, or Xavier, was asking me for mods. The Xavier kid with the Scarface. He asked me for AFK method. See, and again, like, that's another reason too, if I may interject with that. If you're gonna mod, I would at this point keep it to yourself. Or share it to people you trust, because this is Games and Chills where there's a lot of people your guys' age. They're gonna see shit like that and think, oh, well, if I just become good friends with him, he can mod my shit. Like, not everyone feels that way.
Right.
Not everyone's gonna be that way. Like, I'm not saying mods wants to give people mods, but I can definitely see mods being the kind of person, like, I don't know who the fuck you is, I ain't gonna talk to you. But I could also go to Fox, or see him going to you, Fox, say, you know what? Since you're such a good friend of mine, I want you to have this mod. And you'd be like, well, shit, I didn't ask for it, but thanks.
Mm-hmm. And he has done that before, too, so I do appreciate it. Mm-hmm. What else can I say? And you know what's crazy, though? Like, back then, though, Games of Chills was not always what it is right now. Like, it used to be quite diverse, but it was so active. It was actually more good than bad. Yeah, we still had a few problems here and there, though, but for the most part, it was positive. Like, I remember we started off as an Infinite Warfare group, and then it became something more when we started helping other people and playing Infinite and other games. And it was to the point where, we was all cool with one another that we would just join parties just to chat. It didn't even have to be just playing the game with one another. But that's not even the case no more now these days, though, because just life is just different. for both understandable reasons and really petty reasons.
Well, and to be fair, I personally feel like I know for a fact I love being solo. I love the whole idea of you just leave me alone, I'll talk to you when I'm ready to talk to you kind of thing. That's just me. I didn't want to be that way growing up, but the more I grew up, the more I realized I actually love being that person. However, I also do understand that there are people out there that really just need a friend. And I don't mind being that friend. But, again, going back to what I said, I like being solo. So that makes me that kind of person. When you see these other kids that love to talk and love to chit-chat, which is phenomenal, but again, when you hear the whole bullshit about how, like, just for example, someone's trying to get modded accounts, okay, you're only targeting certain people. I won't be relating to that because I don't care. Right. Lambo, when he talks about Incredibles and his story arc about Helen dying, I don't relate to that because, one, I don't care, and two, I think it's stupid. Now, I'm not saying what Lambo's idea to him is stupid. I'm sure to him it's phenomenal, and I hope he makes a book out of it. Am I going to participate into that? Probably not. Am I going to diss on it for him making that idea, making it successful? Absolutely not. I'm glad he made it successful.
Right. If anything, though, I don't think his ideas, all of his ideas was bad. It's just not executed well. Especially with the idea of the fact that you're literally just using MW3s to basically make a story off of an already existent series.
What? Sorry? Oh, what he was saying? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's again, like, I personally feel like what you had beforehand with Games and Chills, and your upcoming rising with your YouTube stuff, it was more about making more immature friends. I feel like we were more immature than we were back then because we were being silly, we were being crazy, we were being psychotic, we were being out of the books, off the rails, shit like that. And we had no care in the world. Whereas now, because of how old we're getting, we're realizing that there's just no point to be that way all the time. Like, we've calmed down a bit, we've realized that we don't have to be that way. I think with how our mood's changed, it's changed the mood in Games and Chills, hence why there's not a whole lot of chit-chat. Even if there was more chit-chat, it would be way off the rails to the point, like, you know, even when I see Shadow, when I see Xura Mods, when I see them all post about the ducks, like, after a while, it's like, hey, you know, like, I get it, it's a joke, that's fine, but me being the solo person, like, I look at that like, okay, cool, they're doing the whole joke thing, that's fine. I'm not gonna dick on nothing. I understand that, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But as that's, you know, again, with me being solo, me being the older person I am, my initial reaction is like, okay, I get I made the joke, but I don't care. But at the same time too, if being that person all the time, it's gonna be lifeless. There's no point. So that's why I like it when people do the duck thing and I interact with that, because it's the one thing that makes people still talk in the Games and Chills, which is why I also target you, because I like to bring you involved when you're at work. Because sometimes you might just be like, huh, what is he saying? Oh, some random bullshit? Cool. Shit like that. I only modded Xavier because I was doing an account for limited time in July. Biggest mistake I made. See? But now that you know, don't trust everyone. There's a reason why Crusaders doesn't give mods to people anymore. He has the mods for his own private being, and he can give those mods to people, but he doesn't give it to everyone, let alone he doesn't even give it to Unit, actually. That's the funny part, is he won't give it to Unit unless he feels like Unit deserves it. And even then, that's, you know, it's how he is, that's how we are. I don't play Minecraft, so I don't know.
I won't let you frame up the rest of my babies!
I did. You can only really tell when Block is more deep and more serious when he's being a little goofy goober and a silly guy. Well, that's just it, like... I try my damnedest to not be as serious as possible because I understand that being around serious all the time just becomes sketchy, I feel like, because how can you really trust someone that's always serious? Like, no dark side, no happy side, no giggling, ha-ha, hee-hee, like... At some point, you want to just be like, "Hey, Fox, I feel like this guy shouldn't be in the chat anymore. He's a little too serious." And I also get the flip coin tune of always talking, you know, like right now, me always talking, being silly, never taking serious. Like, I also would be like, "Hey, that guy obviously made something bad happen. The first thing he said was, haha, get good." Like, you don't want to hear that. So I always tell Aaron to shut the fuck up in a mean, loving demeanor, because, you know, I'm playing with him in that sense. He is an adult, so I can say that. But I'm also not making it towards dull either. I blocked, removed everyone from games and chills except the ones I know on PlayStation as well. Good. I get that. Like, I only get serious when it matters. Well, and even then, like, I don't know how you feel about this, Fox, but I feel like even if it is serious, I feel like you have to know when it's really serious. Like, if I hear someone say, "Oh, I'm gonna use the KJ thing, for example." Well, KJ keeps sending me friend requests. Okay, ignore it. Well, it's not that easy. Yeah, it is. It really is. You just ignore it. Don't accept it, ignore it. Like when whoever showed up with that Crusaders Ale account and said, "Does this guy ever shut up?" First thing I did was report him and then hit him. Like, it's that simple. Now he's out of the party. Like, just do that. Like, it's not that serious to me. Even though, yes, what he's doing is a very serious cyberbullying topic, it's really not that serious. Just ignore them. I hardly know KJ, but he kind of gets on my bad side. Don't let him get on your bad side. I know it's easier said than done, but seriously, like... What? Again, what's the worst they're gonna do? Steal your internet? Okay, go do some push-ups, watch movies, go do something outside, get more physical in your life. That's a good positive thing. It helps release the serotonin in your body. They decide to find where you live. Okay, they wasted however many hundreds of miles to get to where you're at just for them to realize that you have a gun. Like,
or a lethal weapon of some sort.
Yeah, exactly, or a lethal weapon of some sort. Like, it's gonna just waste more time for them, make you look more like a bigger person. Like, what? Sure. Only people I have added from games and chills are Beige, L, Lazy Zombies, and Fox, but when it's serious, you can also try to help it or make someone feel better. Like today, one of my best friends was sad / down because he was talking about his little sister that died at 3 and I helped. I was serious and I still helped him. See, yeah, I'm a bad example for that. Like, I can't say that I don't do that, but instead mine's just more like, well, you know, at least your person, you know, imagine what your sister would have done. Like, I turn it into a positive thing. Like, if your friend told me that her sister or his sister died at 3, I'd be asking, what do you imagine your sister would be doing? Do you imagine your sister be playing with your hair and giggling up like the little kid giggle, being excited to see you? Or are you going to only think about, wow, they're dead and I couldn't do anything about it? Like, are you going to sulk on it or not?
Right.
But, you know, it's kind of insensitive for a kid, or to tell a kid that, because the only thing they're going through is, why are my grades so shit and how come mom's telling me to get a job?
What's the job application?
Exactly, like, what's the job? Do I need to worry about working right now? There are only 3 people I know well from games and chills. Good. Still made him laugh, but the bad thing was he wished for his sister back, but we had to turn the wish into a bad thing in class. See, and then just if you have to turn it into a bad thing, revert it back to a good thing. It's never too late to turn something positive from a negative aspect. But again, like I said, I'm the bad example for that. Don't listen to me. When I was 14, 15, 16, I turned my depression about how abusive my father was into, well, you know, at least he got what he deserved and bad things happened to him. Not gonna go into detail, but I just said bad things happened to him, and then I laughed at it, and then realized, huh, that serious situation is now not so serious.
They saw my people as ignorant.
Probably not a good coping mechanism, I'll agree, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're 14, 15,
We became
16.
subjects of study.
You have your whole lives ahead of you. What will you do next?
I've pondered long on how to best provide for my brethren. Unfortunately, the cowardly
$7 for breadsticks. Jeez, no, like that's the project to turn people's wishes into bad things from that wish. Oh, again. Oh man, I don't know if I should give this example. Never mind, I won't. I get what you're saying though. Yeah, and if you're not the mentality I have, then yeah, I get that. That'd be I would.
Your well wishes.
I understand that 100%.
Go, knowing you have done my kind.
I know beige since 2023, no zombies since 2024. Oh, there you go. I feel bad, Fox, because I'm doing a lot of talking. I feel like you're trying to focus, or you want to say something.
No, you're good, bro. I'm not bothered by this at all, honestly.
Okay. I always feel like I push the button on that because I will admit I do not have a filter if I'm released. It's like, I mean, sorry, not filter, a shut up button. I just feel like in a live stream, having conversations with the chat, let alone with the people you're playing with or in party with, should always be consistent. Because in that way, it's not only interactive, but it adds more content.
But trust me, I will let you know if you know if it gets to that point. But no, you fine though, honestly, because like I said, some of the stuff you're saying right now, it's kind of where my mentality is at to a degree.
Right. Well, and again, like, even with your opinions that you have, it's not like we're both like, you're wrong, lol. It's more like, no, I get that. It's understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we actually understand each other's feelings and emotions towards other people's opinions and or subjects. I feel like Fox is relieved. Probably.
Yeah, a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, like, again, the way I see it, if you're going to be in a live stream and it's just no conversation whatsoever, are you really watching a live stream or are you just watching someone else play a game? Like, sure, I'm sure the gameplay is cool and all, but a live stream is supposed to be live reactions, like in real-time reactions.
Right.
So why make the in-time live reactions not treated like real life, like, or live reaction? Might as well just watch a video, record a 2-hour-long gameplay of you playing a game and call it good.
Right.
Not saying that's bad, but I'm pretty sure at this point, Fox, you're nothing but live stream videos and phone shorts and little tiny videos of what your setups are. But definitely not, I'm a live stream and be quiet for 6 hours. Like,
yeah.
At that point, I would be concerned.
I mean,
like everyone would be like, hey, Fox, what the fuck?
I mean, sometimes I try to strike a conversation if I can. But other than that, though, if I am silent, it's just because I had nobody to talk to. And some people prefer like silent gameplay because they want to hear like what the game's dialogue is all about, like why the characters are where they are, what interactions between them and the story takes place, and where's it gonna go. So it's kind of something like that.
Which is true, yeah. There's just always something for everyone, which is a really good thing, because if there wasn't, then we'd be screwed, glued, and tattooed.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I really want to go onto the blog post. You know what, maybe I will do that. Maybe I will go on the blog post and just look at a few things. Do you know the whole situation about me and TJ? Sometimes it's trivia with Fox.
God, the trivia thing is just... I don't mind conversating, but my endurance is just... It's like, I know I can push myself, and I don't, but my thing is I don't really want to push myself just for somebody else's shits and giggles scenario.
Well, and don't get me wrong. I know like I said, I've been in that way with Lambo. Like, I know what can make someone laugh. Let's make something completely stupid and then make it into a joke or something that's silly. Like, you gotta find the right crowd for that.
Right.
Whereas for me, I like to make stupid funny, but I know how to make stupid funny because I'm already stupid with that. I just know how to execute it funny.
Yeah.
And you gotta find that balance.
Yeah, but you also need to know there's some limits too. I'm not saying you don't,
Yes. No, I know. Like, Helen Parr's dead, and Bob Parr gets upset and says no.
but
Like,
it's the same
okay.
conversation with him every time too. That's what really irritates
Yes.
me. Like, I get that you want this project to be, and I know you probably want somebody to say, you know what, this project's a 10 out of 10. It should definitely be the best movie ever. I get that though, but honestly though, that's just make believe. It's make believe. Like, you put in too much Disney and not enough realism. The reason why Incredibles was like is because they had some form of realism to it, despite being a Disney movie. Well, more so Pixar, but it's still under Disney nonetheless.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Incredibles was in a reality where you was able to relate to, and I feel like because he's trying to relate what he likes instead of what people liked about the Incredibles, it's why it's a turning point for me, basically, where it's like, okay, you had this original concept, this original idea of why these, bad guys gone good, or could be so compelling. I'm like, okay, you know what, some of this is actually pretty interesting in a way. But once he talked about, oh, it's gonna be like this character's gonna be playing this big role, and this other one's going to be like, it's going to die and stuff like that, and it's similar to soap and stuff like that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like, again, like you said, there might be someone out there that will say 10 out of 10, I want that to be a movie again. But you're looking at the wrong crowd. You're looking at people who are adults that prefer to just play the game, understand that Incredibles 2 happened, might not have been everyone's favorite, and then they just move on from it. That's it. But God, every time and demands you answer, it's crazy. But every goddamn time and demands you answer, it's crazy. Yeah. Well, and again, like, I really do understand, and I want to preface this as much as possible. Just because I understand someone's point of view does not always mean that I have sympathy for it. And sympathy, Jesus. Lambo, I get him trying to make it entertaining. I seriously do. You're looking not only at the wrong crew, you're executing it absolutely wrong too. Doesn't mean that you need to shut the fuck up and never talk again, but read the room. Be like, okay, say one thing, and if people are like, dude, I don't know what the hell you're saying, don't bring up the conversation again. Just be like, hey, so I ran into a tree today, try to get in with my feminine side. A lot of people will be like, huh, that's kind of a funny joke. What did you do? Are you okay? Right. Then you say, oh, well, I did this and this and that, and then there you go. You build from there. And then once you start understanding how the room is, it becomes a little bit more simpler.
Mm-hmm.
I almost muted him sometimes. Well, yeah, like, I think all of us did. I mean, again, like, I'm not trying to shit on Lambo, but, and even people that are very similar just to Lambo's mentality, it's just, if you're going to be that kind of person, for the love of God, read the room. If you can't read the room, think to yourself for a split second, like, hey, I know I like this. Do I think everyone else likes this? Maybe not. Let's try to put out one little joke. If they don't like it, let's change to something else. Not that hard. Right. And then maybe at some point, if someone says, hey, does anyone have an idea of what Incredibles should be, then put out that idea. And if they say, that's kind of fucked up, but I see where you're coming from, then conversate about that. Then that way, the conversation has started, it has met a mutual ground, and then you can build from there.
Facts.
It's a really great idea. But, you know, I get it. I really do get it. I was a teenager once. All of us were. Well, sorry. All the adults that are past their 25s were a teenager once. Cinderella 2011. Oh, those two are having a conversation.
Oh, Carter Allen. I know who that is.
Yes. Oh, there you go. All right. Let's look at the blog post real quick, folks. because we can. This will be a start of it. The environment. Explore Ashes of the Damned, a dark aether hellscape where warped locations collide, each fractured landmark looming through the fog and linked thoroughfares offering perilous passage. Okay. All I'm gonna say is that the fact that they have Ascension in there, farm, diner, or their version of diner and farm, and Ascension, and they also have the temple, the shack, and there's 2 other ones or whatever it is. The fact that they're bringing in older assets and then revising them is a great idea. I like it. But the fact that they're like, hey, this is the Dark Aether, so we're gonna put in whatever assets we feel like, I don't hate it. It's just, to me, it's one of those like, well, I get it, but I feel like you shouldn't have done that. But again, like, it's the Dark Aether. It's infinite. Of course they're gonna do something like that. So I can't really get mad at them for that.
Right.
One of Fox's friends. Of course you guys want to Fox's friends.
Yeah, I remember meeting Carter on Advanced Warfare, and at first he started off cool, but he became really arrogant over time, to the point where I had to separate myself from him. Although, funny enough, that he's not the first new person to do that. I have no need for this pistol.
Ooh, gimme.
So for that, what's that? Oh, that's probably the main reason why this spot was here.
What? Oh, one of Fox's friends. Wonder Vehicle. Old Tessie is your Wonder Vehicle. Upgradable, repairable, and driven with... Oh yeah, the Ravagers and the zombies can mount on top of the truck, and it can destroy the vehicle.
I kind of figured about you. So
Which,
go ahead.
I'm wondering if that's gonna be the Modern Warfare Zombies idea, where you can just spawn in another vehicle if you pay an essence.
I got a feeling it's gonna be one of those we're gonna need to repair it on and now and then too.
Mm-hmm.
Or that we can repair it. Repair it is what I meant to say.
And what were we gonna say after that or before that?
I think that was it, really.
Oh, okay. Driven with Ted's volatile guidance, this rusting pickup becomes both a lifeline and a weapon across fog-choked roads. Now, in my personal opinion, I'm getting Modern Warfare Zombies vibes, but it's not Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. I don't hate the fact that Modern Warfare Zombies is Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. I just feel like after a while it just becomes redundant, and it's not your average go off from rounds. It's literally the survival aspect, which is great, but Zombies was never survival from map to map in 1 hour. It was always survive as long as possible.
Right.
Or at least that's how it started. And then it's progressively become more and more about you can survive higher rounds or whatnot. But I do like the way how this is. Like I said, I'm really excited for BO7 Zombies. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be spending a fuck ton of time on BO7 Zombies just like I did in BO6. I just personally feel like the executions that they have for BO7 Zombies as of right now, without me touching it, it seems like they really want the storyline to be as complex as possible because it then makes them have reasons to make more Black Ops Zombies games. But at the same time, I feel like they're getting to that point where the barrier is it's so complex where the storyline doesn't have to make sense and we're only buying it because of zombies.
Right.
Which is kind of sad because I feel like you should never do that, but that goes back and forth. Let's see. The Bestiary. Ashes of the Damned teams with horrors, swarming zombies, scavenging ravagers, the hulking Zursa, and volatile wraith seeds, each twisting survival into a brutal contest of endurance, precision, and squad comms. Now, I don't know about you guys, I don't know about you, chat, but I personally feel like this would probably be a better execution of what Modern Warfare Zombies should have been, in my opinion. Now, I know not everyone's going to agree to that, and I know most people are not, but I personally feel like the fact that we have not only zombies, we have Ravagers, which Ravagers can destroy not only your salvage, they can steal your salvage, they can also steal your power-ups, which you can get a free perk as a power-up if you buy more than 4 perks before a certain round, but they can steal the perk power-up, they can steal all power-ups, they can destroy your vehicle, they run fucking hella fast. Then you have Zursa, which I would imagine Zursa just teleports once you get past certain points of interest. She's fast as hell. She respawns quickly. She has honeybees, which shoots out zombies at you, which does a fuck ton of damage, shreds through your shields, from what's been said. Wraith seeds, which are, god damn, they really wanted to go all out for you're in point of interest, stay in point of interest, and if you want to go out of point of interest, get the vehicle. Which again is really cool when they said that this is the 5th teammate. And each twisting survival into a brutal contest of endurance, precision, and squad comms. The fact that squad comms is a last sentence, to me, really does sum up the fact that you want to be with a group. You don't have to be with a group, but I know that within a week we're going to not be in a group with people. But the fact that they really want people to be all out in a group surviving together is awesome. I feel like that's an awesome take.
Right.
Wonder Weapon. The sinister necrofluid gauntlet manipulates a mysterious fluid by hardening it into deadly spikes, impaling foes, and feeding on their life force with vampiric hunger. I can't really say anything about that because I personally feel like wonder weapons are not really used as well. Okay, let me rephrase that. In previous Zombies games, wonder weapons were only good for a certain amount of time, and it's usually in the early rounds. But once you get past the early rounds, getting to higher rounds, it's usually a non-wonder weapon that does the most.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
And I'm hoping that in BO7 that gets changed, which they said they were, but I really hope that they don't look at the Wonder Weapon or the Necrofluid Gauntlet as like, oh yeah, this is a great weapon. It's also the best weapon in the game, and it is infinite rounds or infinite damage. Like, okay, that's cool and all, but you know, what happened to the idea of make your other weapons good? And then lastly, jump pads. They appear across the launch map as rapid traversal tools once powered up. The saw blade trap debuts as a grotesque contraption powered by gasoline and essence. So, launch pads from BO3 and the similar chainsaw to Blood of the Dead. Now, Fox, with all that I just said, with just that summary, excuse me, with that summary alone, what do you feel like Zombies is actually going to be? You have the floor.
I think it's going to be like a semi-open world-ish kind of Zombies. I feel like there's still going to be some round-based somehow, some way. But I feel like it's going to be, I think it's going to be like very similar to maybe Outbreak, but not entirely. It's what it feels like. Which, in hindsight, I'm kind of in for it though. I'm just hoping they execute it to the point where it doesn't favor too much of the one or the other. That's my approach in it. It has potential, to say the least, but that can go anywhere.
Right. Well, and again, I don't know if, because I've been watching the videos of every information that comes out from Dalek JD, Codename Pizza, Syndicate Project didn't really have any. Chopper, I'm kind of waiting on his because Chopper is, I mean, he loves to do retrospective, but I think he also, in my opinion, is one of those community people that I want to be part of the community, listen to community, and do what the community says. Like, yeah, the community also wants to make dick videos on Black Ops 3 Zombies. Like, the community really wants to be grotesque and stupid. So I can't trust the community, all the community at least.
But his approach is more well-versed compared to, I want to say, some of the other content creators, in my opinion. Because there is a balance on how he does it, and it works.
He does like to look at factual evidence, or at least it seems like that's the case. And I do know, like, if you watch Mr. T Lexify, just watching him talk about the Act Man reacting to the trailer for multiplayer on BO7, it really felt like the same thing. Like, Mr. T Lexify is like, whoa, they're changing BO7 zombies from BO6, and I don't like this change. Like, you guys want change. You guys say you want to have change. But again, when Treyarch gives change, what they think the community wants, that's not what the community wants. You should listen to community. Again, the community doesn't exactly have a brain onto what the fuck they really want.
Yeah, and not to mention, like, the ones that do, it's basically the few against the minority.
That's true. Are you in a private party to avoid fake accounts? For Fox, weren't you just in a party to play with those two because of those two not?
Basically, it's my two childhood friends and a friend that we used to play Destiny from a long time ago.
Yeah, again, Fox and I are breaking up. Sorry, bud.
You do it too much, bro.
I am. But I think the last thing I want to talk about the summary is I feel like, granted the game's not out yet, we're just going off from what people say, but I feel as if Ashes of the Damned, not only being a spiritual prerequisite to Transit, I feel like Ashes of the Damned is going to be another stepping stool into bringing open world, but not so open world to the point where it is Outbreak. Right. At least this map, because I don't hate Outbreak. I did not play Outbreak as much unless it was just for the Easter eggs. Mm-hmm. And that's sad because I know Outbreak has a lot more potential than just Easter eggs. I was not seriously involved with it. I will not feel that way about Ashes of the Damned. I know I'm going to spend a lot of time in Ashes of the Damned, and I know for a fact once I unlocked Curse Mode and unlock those relics, I'm going to grind all the relics and do all the challenges on Curse Mode with the relics. Because I really want to know what those rewards give you.
Right. I think people's curiosity is to sort of pique the game's interest.
Right. Which, again, is good. I'm just hoping that... And I don't think they're going to short deliver the stick. I just feel like everyone's expectations, because a lot of videos now were, this is the last chance for Black Ops 7, this is the last chance because BO6 or Battlefield 6 around the corner. Like, they said that about BO4, they said that about Cold War, they said that about BO3, like they said that about Infinite Warfare, they said that about a lot of Call of Duty games. And it's always been, this is the last chance, this is the last chance, this is the last chance. Like, it's not the last chance.
They say things about Fortnite. Guess what? Fortnite's still alive and kicking.
Exactly. Like, no matter what happens, as long as one person buys a game, that shows enough an interest for the community or for the developers to think, hey, if one person bought it, what's 10,000 people gonna buy it? Yeah, we might not make our sales, but we're billionaires. We can make games left and right, and they can be dumpster fires for all we care, and we're still gonna make millions. Like, they have the system down to a T.
Yeah, it's perfect? No, but it definitely gets the job done.
It does, exactly. Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, Richtofen, Maya, Weaver, Carva, and Gray are all dedicated crew characters. And although any Black Ops 7 operators can be chosen zombies, you'll experience additional conversations and the richest story of you and your teammates choose from the crew. Longtime Zombies fans will recognize three familiar voices returning to portray the new Black Ops 7 incarnations of Edvard Viktorfin, Nikolai Bolensky, and Tank Dempsey, along with the debut of Nelson Lee as the voice of Takia Masake, now hailing from 18th century feudal Japan. Okay, with that being said, the fact that we have 8 dedicated characters already in my mind is a green flag, because I actually want to know, with this whole new Dark Aether storyline from Cold War and BO6, are we going to experience Tank Dempsey, Nikolai, Takeo, and Richtofen actually in their own timelines being sucked in from a portal, which I'll bet you that's what happened, get sucked in from a portal or something along those lines. They come into Ashes of the Dam, and now they have to find a way out. Same with Weaver, Maya, Carver, and Gray. And I really am curious to see how they're going to execute that, because if they execute that well enough to make me want to be excited for the next Dark Aether zombie storyline, I think this will be a phenomenal addition to the zombies-esque main gameplay. I think.
I see that as a possibility as well.
Because, like, I personally don't think having 8 dedicated characters is too much. And that's only because we've always had the original 4. Not saying that the original 4 are bad. Love the original 4. But if you're going to make it the whole, well, this is the Dark Aether, or the Dark Aether consumed the Aether, and now we're finally understanding what the Dark Aether is, you can't tell me that there hasn't been another crew besides the Victus, the Primus, and the Ultimus crew, and that hasn't stumbled upon the Dark Aether. Now that they have, you can explore that idea and that world. Yes, goes back to what I was saying earlier about how more complex this makes. However, complexity isn't always a bad thing.
Right.
The entire Black Ops Zombies, the 7 Zombies experience is a wild ride across the Dark Aether with a full complement or completement of maps planned across the post-launch seasons. Expect more round-based maps, the second of which will drop during Season 1, as well as additional surreal maps throughout the seasons. Okay. That, to me, in my brutal honest opinion, is a phenomenal green flag. Only reason why is because if they're going to go down along the lines of how Black Ops 2 did their maps, where each map had either a grief mode, a turn mode, or a survival mode, if they do something like that, I think this adds even more content. Not only content, but more reasons for even Black Ops 2 lovers to come back and play Black Ops 7, or to at least try Black Ops 7.
Right.
And expect more round-based maps, the second of which will drop during Season 1. Which, if they did what they did in BO6, where they dropped Season 1 before the end of the year, that's... I mean... Well, I'm going to steal what Crusader says, but we're going to be eating good this year.
Right.
Really good. Now, Fox.
What's up?
Before I go to bed, last question for you.
What's up?
How do you really feel about them really bringing up a Transit-esque remaster?
I feel like, honestly, I'm all in for it, mainly because I feel like we're probably going to get a version of what Transit could have been had they not cut it due to, game mechanic issues. Because for those that don't know, originally Transit was supposed to be much bigger and better, and 360 was able to handle that, but they had to cut it because PS3 couldn't. So that's why we got the Transit that we got right now for the older gen. Now, my thing is that if they pull this off, then we probably will see a version of what Transit could have been on a much bigger scale.
Exactly. No, I agree, 100%. And it's funny you mention about how what it should have been, because honestly, I feel like, and this is just me probably sounding psychotic, but I feel like if we had, say, gotten what we got right now, if Black Ops 1 ended off the moon with, hey, we destroyed the Earth and it's all ruins, welcome to Transit, but it starts Transit off in the Dark Aether, I feel like we would be disappointed even more. Because each zombies experience has led us to want to see what the next experience gives us, and each experience gives us a hint at what the next experience is to come. For example, Moon was going to, or is built up to Black Ops 2's Transit. Origins builds up to Black Ops 3's Revelations, or Black Ops 3, which then leads to Revelations. Revelations leads up to the idea of Blood of the Dead, and to Gorod Krovi, which then leads us into Alpha Omega for the multiverse idea, or starts the multiverse physically, and then into Tagter Toten, which then gets consumed by the Dark Aether, which leads us to Cold War, which then gives us even more complexity, yes, but because of the Dark Aether, you now have Samantha Maxis, who's stuck in the Dark Aether, finds Takio's sword, Nikolai's helmet, Tank's jacket, and Richtofen's pants. So, obviously Samantha Maxis knows these four characters, interacted with these four characters, survived in the Dark Aether, and has come back. Since she goes back, gets sent in from Dark Aether, which then leads us to Black Ops 6, which is, now how are we going to bring back Samanthas? Well, we have a robot that sounds like Samanthas, who is made by Richtofen, which we didn't know Richtofen was going to actually be part of the main character, let alone a boss. Holy shit.
Right.
He actually that actually leads us to Reckoning. Which Reckoning now leads us to not only the Dark Aether, but from what I said earlier, it's going to lead us to Samantha Maxis being in the Dark Aether. Potentially, we could see Samantha Maxis as a boss fight. And if you listen to Modern Warfare Zombies, with the Entity, I think it was the boss called, that might be Samantha Maxis, and we didn't even know about it. We also have Janice, or Jensen, sorry, not Janice, but Jensen, who is Gray's daughter, which was technically Samantha Maxis' daughter. We could potentially see Jensen, which, if that's the case, that ties in Modern Warfare Zombies even more. So, like, each Zombies experience leads us to the next idea of what is to come. We don't pay attention to it. They secretly put that in. So I personally feel like BO6, or BO7's Transit idea, I'm glad they did it this way, and they're doing the changes now, 15 years later, technically 17 because of World at War, but they do it this many years later, instead of what they originally wanted to do, like you said, Fox, was Transit was supposed to be bigger, was supposed to be a lot more huge and less fog and add more creatures to it. If they did that, people would have been like, wow, you will never top this, and then it would have gone downhill even farther.
Right.
Whereas this way, it's like, hey, you know, it's Transit, it's Fog's not our favorite, but it's more innovation. Black Ops 3, hey, it's a really great zombies experience. You can solo Easter eggs. To Black Ops 4, you know, it's not well received, but the storyline, you know, the Aether's done for, so now we can talk about the Dark Aether. Same with Cold War. More Dark Aether, more different Samantha Maxis, more lore that actually works well. You just got to look into it. Leading into BO6, even more lore, but it's all tying up together. And now with BO7, it's, hey, different characters from different time periods, but they probably have the similar intention, just like the previous characters.
Mm-hmm.
So again, like, I'm glad they're going out the way they are. To me, it's nothing but green flags, and I'm not even saying, like, I get it. It's all reused content. I get it. The complexity to the storyline is stupid. It's so bizarre. I understand that the way how Zombies is going, it's just not even new stuff. It's all a lie. But at the same time, I'd rather have another Zombies experience with their idea of what they think zombies should be like than to have Vanguard again, which I'm not saying Vanguard is bad. Again, I do like Vanguard. But the Zombies storyline to it, they really gave up. And they shouldn't have. I feel like they should have not given up. They should have just said, fuck it, I don't give a shit what the community says. We're going to put in an Easter egg storyline with a boss fight in every map, so that way people can understand what we're trying to explain about Vanguard, which is the prerequisite to Cold War's Dark Aether zombie storyline. And even if that, we could have had another Infinite Warfare idea, where it was its own thing. Like, at any point in time, Treyarch could just be like, it's our own thing. You know, Zombies, it's not even the Chaos storyline, it's not the Aether storyline, it's not even the Dark Aether storyline. It's Zombies. You just survive. Like, we could always get that, but they don't. Instead, they're like, hey, we want to get the fans up.
Even then, though, I would say Vanguard, you know, as rough as it was, it tried to do something. But at the end of the day, though, Vanguard is Vanguard. But I would say now, though, I say Vanguard is actually a much more playable COD now compared to how it was back then. Because last time me and Matt played it, we was actually killing it in multiplayer. Almost every match was flawlessly beautiful. And that's saying something.
Yeah, and that's good. But that's the thing is, a lot of people would be saying, no. We definitely would be more better off the Vanguard. Like, really, though? Like, do you guys really think that would be the case? Do you really think having another Vanguard right now in the community would be a good idea? Because if it isn't a good idea, keep your hand down. If you really think it would be a good idea, please leave the building. Like, we're going to get a COD Ghost 2 before we get a Vanguard. And if that bites my ass in the near future, then I am really fucked. Because I really don't think we're going to get another Vanguard. I don't think, but hey, you never know, like, maybe Treyarch's just like, yeah, we fucked up the prerequisite to the Dark Aether, let's add another Vanguard, but with actual Easter eggs. And we're going to steal the similar ideas to BO7. If they do that, I would be more intrigued for it, honestly, but I don't want to go back to World War II again. Like, we've had so many first-person shooters about World War II games, like,
yeah. We need something like similar to like Ghosts, or at least go back to the Exos if that's the case.
Exactly. People think Chaos is the Dark Aether story, and that's why we have Alistair Rhodes mentioned. Well, that's the thing is, if you look at how complex the storyline is now, we have the Summoning Key in the Dark Aether now, because the Dark Aether consumed all of the Aether, which also consumed the Chaos story because of the artifact. And the artifact is in the tomb, which, yes, you would then say the Chaos story is connected to the Dark Aether, let alone the Aether storyline. Which, again, I would not put it past them. I believe, personally, that the Chaos story was never its own initial story. It was an expansion of the Aether/Dark Aether storyline. Mm-hmm. Which now, it being in the Dark Aether, it's probably more of an expansion of the Dark Aether. Because, again, just like Victus, or the Transit Crew, whatever they're called, I'm pretty sure it's called the Victus Crew, they are not the original 4 characters. However, they are being interacted by Edved Victoffen, who is the original character. Similar with the Tomb. They found the artifact, somehow, and it was a boss fight. Because of that, we now have a connection to this Chaos story, which we don't know what time period it is, yes, but for all we know, the storyline or the time period for Chaos story could be even before. Well, actually, no. Yeah, it could be before. Because BO4 is after the events of BO2, in between BO3. So, Chaos storyline, it could be in the Dark Aether, and it could be just after the Tomb. Right. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's just me spitballing it.
Well, that's true.
But again, like, that's what I mean, is we've gotten to the point where it's so complex. Like, yeah, I get it that, well, I mean, even right now, I'm so brain dead from it. Granted, I'm exhausted because it's late at night, but I get it, you know. It's the complexity storyline, way too complex to the point where no one can pay attention and really realize what's going on. Yeah, I get that, but you gotta read more of the storyline, which is why they have the comic books. Like, once you start reading more of the comic books and read the storyline, understand the storyline, it really does make sense. It's just, it leaves a lot of loose ends, but for better reasons. Because now that there's more loose ends, you know, again, for example, Ancient Evil. We'll never know if Diego saves Scarlet, really. They're still stuck in the temple at the end of Chaos Story. Which is good because, who knows, maybe BO8, which I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Right.
Black Ops 8 comes out and they bring back the Chaos Story. And they say, beginning first 2 or 3 maps, it's the Chaos Story, but it's before Ancient Evil, something about Alistair Rhodes, yada yada yada, before Dead of the Night, for all we know. Or whatever the idea is. And then the last 2 seasons, or last 2 maps is, hey, Ancient Evil ended off with Diego saving Scarlet. Now let's go back to, for example, Diego saves Scarlet, and now they have to fight off the Horde with the original, or 2 of the original Dark Aether crew members. And then the last one be a finale of the Dark Crew with Maya, Gray, Carver, Weaver, and the new Takio, Edvard Richtofen, Tank Dempsey, and Nikolai. And now you get the Chaos Story members, which is what? Diego, Scarlet, Bruno, and Shaw. Like, I mean, that's a lot of characters, but at least they make sense.
Right.
We already had the Taggertone characters, which, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of a little upset that we only got to see him in Transit, Buried, and Die Rise, and then Taggertone, and that was it. But they did their role.
Yeah, they had a little bit more stuff going on in the comics, though.
Exactly. That's the thing too, is the comics. You know, yeah, like, oh shit, man, you gotta read the comics to get it. Okay, read the comics. Like,
Yeah, but Burma is that not everybody can get the comics, and they don't even know where to get the comics at, though.
it's online.
Yeah, I mean, I figured much, though, but still.
Yeah, like, I get it. You don't really know a true legit source on the comics. But at the same time, too, like I said, like, just type in Black Ops Zombies comics. And then there's the Dark Horse comics. Oh, wow, there is a plethora of them. So I have the BO4 one. There's oh my god, there is. Oh my god. There is so many. Okay, I say so many acting like there's a whole lot, but there's 5, 10, 15 comics from the Dark Horse series. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am extremely curious now and excited for this. That is cool. Oh, because Call of Duty Zombies 3 talks about Alpha Omega. When the AI security system tries to destroy the transit crew, Marlton must use his tech skills to outwit the digital defenses. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is really cool. So Chaos Story is basically... Oh, so it is intermingled with the Shadow Man. So apparently the Chaos Story is Call of Duty Zombies 2 TPP. TPB. I'm assuming that's 2 or the prerequisite batch or something like that. A thrilling prequel to Call of Duty Zombies offering Activision's hit video game Black Ops 4, detailing the exciting lives of 4 heroes who can only hope to hold off. It's 1910, the entire world is brink of war, despite men too looking for ancient relics. Okay, so I haven't read the comic on that, but I have the comic, and I probably should read the comic on that. Play as Morocco, there's a job that needs doing, the man to do it, a commanding officer in the French Foreign Legion, the prize, an artifact of unspeakable power, the price... more than he bargained for. Yeah, I gotta read the comics for it. But still, though, like, the comics are there. Like, that's fucking phenomenal. Yeah, because in... which Call of Duty Zombies one? In one of the Call of Duty Zombies books, it talks about the Ravagers.
Hmm.
Oh... Hold on. Hold on. Which Black Ops Zombies book talks about the Ravagers? Oh, there isn't a specific book. Information about this creature can be found in the lore resources like Call of Duty Wiki. The primary source of information for Endgame entities typically. So, when did the Ravagers and Black Ops become known? Don't you tell me it was when BO7 happened.
No, you and your wallet are will.
I guess there wasn't. Never mind. Well, I think that's the time for me to wrap the fuck up.
It was an interesting conversation, though. I wouldn't mind doing more of this more often, where, you know, we get, be able to speak at our own pace instead of just constantly talking our heads off to the point we can't breathe. Because that was my issue when I was talking with Lambo. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind talking to him from time to time, but to the point where my head feels like it's about to burst.
Yeah.
But no, doing something like this, though, I don't mind for the most part.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's just it. It's definitely one of those. I like doing it because I love the interaction and I love the theories to it. But yeah, after a while, it's like, well, the only one chit chatting, it becomes more and more about like trying to keep the conversation going. And I can only do that yay much.
Alright.
Alrighty then. Good luck, you guys. Have fun.
Yep.
I will see y'all's another time.
Yep, for sure. TJ told you why he hates me. I don't think he gave me the exact reason. I just know that I guess the last couple of times he talked to you or has interacted with y'all, I guess he was hitting his breaking point. But I remember him saying something about it the last time, though. I don't think he like hates you, but I think he was just hitting his limit with you. What challenge was that? There something about Randy? Don't tell me that was the challenge I needed to do. It's probably not in the Ultimate Von Hunter. Might be in combat then. Nope. Character? Nope. Enemies? Nope. Loot? I done 27 out of the 50, although I'm pretty sure there's more than just 50 side missions. Yeah, I don't know what that challenge was, but hey, I'll take it.
I want Lictor to pay for his vile deeds too, but right now we need a plan.
Oh, this is when she still has her arm.
Maybe he'll know a way in.
You're right.
Father, the fortress is locked up tight. Any luck with the council?
I have gathered them. We await your arrival.
Wait a minute. I just realized something. Was that? Nah, that's all the way out over here. There's still like a few locations I need to. Hey, I still need to get this safe house. I keep forgetting. Are you and Anthony cool? I guess. I mean, Anthony can be a little bit of bothersome at times, but I don't think me and him had that much of a beef. Not that I recall. Finally. So I can still invest more points on here. Yeah, yes I can. Requires 1 point in the concentrated deal. So what is it? Nope, this is not it. One point in the. What is the concentrated buildup? Yeah, is that? Oh, got it. Okay, I see what I'm saying now. So I can give it 1 more point, and yep, I'm gonna give it 1 more point, and now I can do this. I need to remember what was the son of a. He's just now playing this. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I gotta run a couple of games for him. Okay, I need to look up that video real quick. Okay, he only had 1 point for this. That's interesting. Does he have any more points anywhere else? Okay, looks like he had about. But I can't put any more points on here. That's interesting. Unless they patched it to the point where you can't do that no more. Then I guess that would make sense. But man, having 10 points on here though would have been groundbreaking. But I think they patched it so it wouldn't be too busted. I'm guessing the remaining points could be whatever you want to put it at, though. It's crazy, though, because I got everything else to the T, I think. And what the bill's recommending. It's only got 5 on here for that. Yeah, but I even got that maxed out too. Yeah, but he hasn't even got no points anywhere else. Yeah, that's about it. Looks like he gave like the remaining points towards the sharpshooter for what it looks like. Is what I'm guessing. But yeah, this build should now be at its peak. Or at least it should be close to its peak. Ooh wee. Oh man, I collected.
I will compose myself and meet you there, Vault Hunter.
Vault Hunter, over here. Called us already inside.
They let you in here?
I let the guards pet Hermes.
Is Cantor talking to the council?
You boot-licking cowards!
Yeah, I think he's really getting through to them.
Paralyzing this council. Your hesitation threatens our homes, our traditions, our lives. What you call cowards, I call keeping our people safe. How safe will our people be as Fire Lictor begins tearing holes in reality? Or when his master finds out what he's been planning in the shadows?
Enough! Stellan, he's right.
Pardon?
If we sit and talk while Vile Lictor uses our...
Ha, Wellspring. I will mourn poor Arden later, but every second counts now. Follow me. It is time to act decisively.
We saw a rift like that at Lictor's Black Sect.
A taste of the godlike powers he's stealing from the phase dimension. How are we supposed to fight something like that?
We have some oil in our drills yet. My scout brings intriguing news. Although Lictor's sanctum is sealed, his forces are appearing in great numbers at a nearby power substation.
Power? We don't have time for a diversion. We need a way into that fortress.
Patience, Wildcat. My scout also saw strange portals there. Exactly like the one Lictor just reached through.
See. You think we can use those portals to get to Lictor?
What goes in must come out. Makes sense?
Exactly.
Wellspring, make haste to that substation. In the meantime, Wildcat, I must ask you to requisition something from the Order.
By force?
Oh, very much so.
I'm listening.
Okay, once I get done with this story mission, I guess that's gonna be it for Borderlands for me. Damn. Now I wish I really had a fast travel for that spot right here. And there's a couple locations too I ain't got yet.
None shall banana peel me!
I do love a good old traffic shoot.
Did I go too far? Yes, I did. Like, it really took me all the way further down. Ugh, come on, game. Make up your mind. That just put me further away from the quest. Claptracks. Of course, this is Claptrap Place. It's a point of interest, too. Yep. Alright, so at least I now understand this location. I know there's gonna be a mission I gotta do later, too. So this is the location for this. Where's the base? I think I just found it. Damn. Shit. I'm not even have to press a single bullet. Oh yeah. I think I got the upgrades finally done just right. What's this?
Now, as I recall, I was murdering something. Orden cortado.
Okay, none of that opened up the silos, so I probably looked at the wrong location. You know what? It was dead in front of me this whole time. Oh yeah.
Don't look so surprised.
Oh, you know what? I know why it's not popping up for me. I gotta finish the story mission first, but I think it's gonna be at the space right here. I didn't see this base over there before. Ah, yeah, there it is. It's probably what I'll be doing because I'm just doing the story mission right now. Okay, so I gotta remember the next time I do this is at this little cliff over here. But yeah, it's gotta be at somewhere it points towards the this. I'm sorry, Mr. Bunny and I are back. Also, apparently Jay is playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I was trying to play that with him last night. Due to way too long get onto that game. I didn't get my ones with him since I was playing earlier with Rick's and Crazy. And Jay.
Calder, we're getting close to the power substation. What am I looking for?
There is an energy spike coming from deep within the facility. That is likely where we will find whatever infernal device is generating Lictor's phase portals.
As someone who's currently part of the fabric of reality, I sure hope you're right.
As you can see, the substation teems with Lictor's rattlers. I will send you some assistance shortly. You can thank your brusque siren friend for lending several hands. The mountain often whispers in riddles, but in this, I hear its voice loud and clear. That energy spike is the key.
Someone brought some shine to the scuffle. These robo-grunts ain't so tough!
Damn. I think I'm too strong for most of these enemies.
A moment. These things cannot be rushed. Now, where did I put my brain girdle?
Good what now?
safe stands with you all today. Well done, Stellan. Vault Hunter, help is inbound. Meet me at these coordinates.
Encantado de conocerte, Bruce. Care to join me in some ass-kicking? You're tickling my fancy. Ha-ha! Nice haymaker, Bruce.
Onward to that energy source. The Bruce is loose!
I need Bruce.
I'm on it. All clear.
Oh, I think that thing counts as an energy spike.
Indeed. That device is clearly generating Lictor's phase portals, but he has secured it with limiters. If we whip them to shreds, the portal will surely open.
But Rafa will remain on trip.
I have a plan, Spring. Trust in Bruce. Yeah! Bruce has taken out the face shield. Destroy the limiters. Ha! It's working. Once we unleash this machine, it will tear a path to Lictor's very doorstep. Probably that instantly vaporized.
Anyone hear me? Out there? Ada?
Warcaster, whatever you did, it opened phase rifts all over the mountain. Hermes and I took one to Richard's fortress. Keep moving. Follow the rift. There's one. Use your grapple device to open it.
Vault Hunter. I see you more clearly now.
Really? That you?
I don't... Do I know you yet?
Amada's looking for you. Where are you now? Oh, to the next one.
Amara. Isn't she...
The chart. Lilith? Mi amiga? Mierda. Excelente. Sanctum City.
Always appreciate you.
Amigos, I'm at Lictor's front door, but he has it locked down with more phase barriers.
Never fear, Wellspring. The mountain brims with fortune today. Bruce met an unfortunate end right near you. But even in death, he is not finished eating us. Retrieve his control core, and quickly.
Someone tell me they know that! Not so shiny now, are you? What a real one knows. Amada, in the cave, I heard the voice again. She sounded confused.
After what Lictor's done to her, I'm not surprised. We'll get Lilith out. Just find your way inside to Hermes and me.
Now, Bruce's core contains the concentrated ordinate that demolished those phase barriers before. Take it to the engineering bay, and I can repurpose it for you. is quite potent, Wellspring. Toss it at that phase barrier and put it to rights. Phased out, you might say. Hurry ahead. I'll route more Bruce bombs to the matter relocators by the sanctum door. Now then, give those barriers a burst of Bruce! You'll have to work fast, Wellspring. The Bruce bombs are not terribly stable.
You're so impressive. Bruce strikes again.
Finish the job, Wellspring. Destroy the lock.
Viva Bruce!
Indeed. Now,
Yeah!
fine work. The way is clear. Now, go stick your thumb in Lecter's bulbous eye.
I should be close to the boss fight.
Another barrier. Galder, got any more Bruce bombs?
I have one for each of Vile Lictor's crimes against the Augurs. So, a great many. Functionally infinite, really. Check the matter relocator.
Bang, bang, bang!
Mara, I'm inside and headed your way. How are you and Hermes holding up?
We've got the bastards' goons running scared. But it looks like our rift sent us to the other side of the fortress from you. Meet us on the upper level.
Well, looks like we got us a city slicker. Aye, the evil is one thing. Unforgivable.
They'll all lose to you, champ. Never saw it coming.
Galder, requesting a Bruce bomb delivery.
Gladly. There's a matter relocator nearby.
I smell ordenadores.
Reloading just means you're doing your job.
Grasps the magnitude of this power as a mere lab rat, possibly. One cast aside and no longer needed, much like you. Vault Hunter.
You monster! I'll make you pay for how you used her. Vault Hunter, look at all of this.
Lecter's ghastly experiments, his abuses of my people. It was all to power this phase monstrosity. You must destroy it. its range in half.
Agreed. This ends now. We need to cut the shields around that giant rift engine. You got a way to take out the phase barriers protecting the shield generators?
Sure do. Here comes the fruit juice. Be extra careful, okay? Heads up! Orders within range! I dare say that one's dusty. Nothing wrong with needing more ammo.
Westring, the Bruce bombs will see you through. Toss them freely. Such one-dimensional thinking, but I have already achieved everything.
Impressive. Now destroy the iridium.
The phase dimension feeds me. You cannot stop my apotheosis.
We've got to stop him before he draws more power.
I can barely grapple with your talent.
The shields are down. Look!
Cease this. Resemble the power I feel. But you would rather smash the columns of heaven itself. Here. Bear witness to a mere scrap of my power. My creations will scour you from my sight.
The only thing getting smashed is your face.
Yikes! Someone get these guys to the beauty parlor. Oh, haggard case, Victor. Nothing wrong with needing more ammo. Whatever you're into. You didn't need a shield anyway. Here come the fireworks!
Your friend Psyche? Perhaps not. A stepping stone on my path to the divine.
Bastard! You'll die for what you did to her.
Vault Hunter, come!
I'll make us a way forward. Enough talk. It's time to settle this.
Jeez, Amada, what have you got against wolves?
The way to Lictor is clear. Kill this son of a bitch and get Lilith.
Ah, this day, when
baby shield. Never walked your bus. Why don't you come on back real soon? If you think of this shit, then I'm no T-Max. I used to have one. Thanks for having me.
Dang, you've already only on 45.
This world. Scurry. Run. Deal with this problem.
Bienvenidos a la batalla.
Cut away the weakness. Possible exsanguination. The walls close.
This must be the phase dimension. Am I trapped here? Well, gonna need that command bolt either way. Is that the moon?
At least you died screaming.
Are you Lilith?
No, I'm no siren.
RJ? But
I'm dead. Right. That would have been convenient. $1,000 for his experiments. And even though the timekeeper broke me, I held on. I guess that made me a prime candidate, huh? While you've been out saving the world, I've been cut apart, stretched across dimensions, holes burned through my skull, so that universes of every color could pour themselves in.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Oh, no worries. I mean, what's getting tortured in a cross-dimensional mind screw between friends? But Lilith, it's her fault all of this happened. Whatever her plans were for me, I'm free now. And she's still stuck. I'm gonna make sure she stays that way. You shouldn't be out here. You need to go back to reality. And drop the Vault Hunter Act.
And if I don't?
Then I stop you.
I think I'm stuck here.
Right! Let me get that. I'd hate to leave a friend behind.
Guys, it got weird, but Lictor's dead. And the matter, that's Siren. It wasn't Lily.
What? Hells, talk about adding insult to injury. Never fear, Wellspring. The augurs will make your wildcat whole. Come to Belton's Boar. We must celebrate your victory!
I'm gonna say something if I refuse. Me gusta. It's been a while. Busy as shit. Yeah. But you came out the blue. I'm just doing side mission stuff like that. And this, like got a friend talking about some coach trying to join. I'm like, oh, coach. I haven't heard of him from a bit. Yeah, honestly though, I'm about to get off of this in a little bit, and I've been on it for a while. For what, the vending machines? It's a modifier. It's because I'm on a higher level. I'm in the ultimate Vault Hunter level. Yeah. So when you're playing on that difficulty, they added modifiers. That's why they got the shields this time around.
Bend your ear. Do you hear the mountain?
No. Should I?
It's singing, Wellspring. Song of joy.
Once I hit a save point
It's a quiet
and
song. It sounds an awful lot
get
like
promoted, yeah.
With Lictor dead in the fabric of reality.
But yeah, next time I do play this, I don't mind. The next time we play.
The mountain thanks you.
Yeah, for sure.
For our mighty wildcat, we have a special gift for her.
And so,
I should have stayed for the points though. Yes, there we go. Ultimate Vault Hunter 3. I'll probably play more later. What? Right now, that's gonna be it for me for Borderlands.